Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 10 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 10-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 5 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 5-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 2 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 2-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 1-minute time check, stations.
On the Bobcat Sports Network from Learfield, this is Montana State Bobcat basketball.
Inside, left-hand slam! What was that?
Brought to you by Door Tech, raising the door on quality. Montana State University, Mountains and Mines. And by Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Live from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth, here's the voice of the Bobcats, Keaton Gillogly.
Montana State earned a hard-fought win against the reigning Big Sky champs, taking down Northern Colorado on Thursday, winning 89-75. And now they'll try to follow it up today as they welcome in Northern Arizona into town. Hello, everybody. My name is Keaton Gillogly. Pleasure to be with you on this Saturday night. Today it is the Montana State University Bobcats hosting at 7-7. They are 1-0 in Big Sky play, and their opponent today is the Northern Arizona University Lumberjacks, coming into play today at 6-8. They are 0-1 in Big Sky play after falling at Montana on Thursday, 78-64. Sitting to my right is Brian Priebe. Brian, how we doing? How we feeling today, man?
Very good. It's day two of, or I guess day three technically, but day two of Big Sky play. 60 days to get to Idaho and figure out who's going to represent in the NCAA tournament.
Absolutely. There's going to be a lot of teams competing for that final big dance ticket, but in the meantime, of course, we've got one of the most true conference regular season championships you can hand out with the true round robin that we have in this league. And the Bobcats try to go 2-0 at home against Northern Colorado and Northern Arizona. They're on the road next week at Eastern Washington and Idaho. Of course, the women will be back next week as well. Women already winning earlier today, so they are off to a 2-0 start in Big Sky play. But, you know, you look at the game on Thursday, Brian, that was that was one of those games where, hey, you're out of the non-conference, you've got to show up and show what you can be, and we saw a Bobcat team really rise to the occasion on Thursday.
Without question, the defense was what we expected it to be, one of the better defensive teams in the conference. They showed out in a big-time way, took away Northern Colorado's three-point game, really did the job on Denker, who is right now, at least in the conversation, as Big Sky Player of the Year with the way he played in non-conference. And then offensively, you had a lot of guys contribute. Career highs by Jed Miller. Brown had a tie to career high at the Division I level at least. You just had a really well-rounded offensive performance.
Yeah, Jeremiah Davis also had a career high in that game as well. Kind of feels like Jeremiah is going to be one of the key pieces to this thing. Obviously, Christian King has been in and out with an injury. Pat McMahon is what he is. Jed Miller is what he is. With Kevin Holden being out, kind of feels like he needs just that one more score. Obviously, Davian Brown can get to the bucket as well. But if Jeremiah Davis ends up as a reliable piece, that's the kind of thing that seems like it elevates this team.
Yeah, I think it's him, and then Christian King is the other guy. I think those two guys have got to be among your top four scorers, consistently top five scorers. And you got to have five scorers. You know, you don't have to have them on the floor all the time, but you got to have five guys that can get you double figures on any given night, just because you just don't know who's going to have the hot hand.
And with their length and athleticism, they're the kind of guys as well that really shore up that defense, which was the key to the win on Thursday for Montana State. All right, well, let's dive into tonight's opponent, Northern Arizona, led by seventh-year head coach Shane Burkar. A lot of new faces on this Northern Arizona team. They are going to start, sounds like they are going to start a couple maybe familiar names potentially, but they've brought in a lot of different things. So let's go ahead and break down this Northern Arizona team and see why they're going to be in hot water today. Brought to you by Mountain Hot Tub. Mountain Hot Tub is Montana's largest hot tub dealer since 1979. Your authorized hot spring spa dealer with locations in Bozeman, Butte, and Helena. What should we know, Brian?
Yeah, well, NAU's a team that offensively has struggled this year. They're dead last in scoring in the conference, but defensively they're playing as one of the better units out there in the league. So it'll be interesting to see if their offense can catch up to their defense. I think with the Bobcats, we've been talking about that for a while. Can the offense do what the defense is doing and not go through droughts? NAU, similar situation, just hasn't figured it out to date at this point. They're number one in steals, real heavy pressure defense, a lot of trapping in the half court. You're going to see a lot of stuff that the Bobcats are going to have to handle on the perimeter. Zach Davidson, the kid who transferred from Montana to NAU, is among the top scorers in the league. He's averaging 15 and 5 and has done a really good job. He's also one of the worst free throw shooters in the conference, so a guy you definitely can take a foul on. But as it comes down to it, the Bobcats tonight, it's about just scoring enough points. You score enough points, you're going to win tonight.
Zach Davidson, you mentioned their leading scorer, but only had 8 points on 2 of 6 shooting in their game on Thursday in his return to Montana. All right, it's a busy week. This is a part of it. Personally, I'll be traveling down to Nashville tomorrow to get ready for the national championship game on Monday night. That kicks off at 5:30 p.m. Montana time. We're on the air for that at 4:30 Montana time. And then Tuesday is our first Cat Chat over at Montana's Ribbon Chop House. That starts at 6:30 p.m. We're going to be at the Ribbon Chop House every Tuesday night, again at 6:30 p.m. with both Coach Logie and Coach Binford, plus a women's player and a men's player as well. So hope you have a chance to come out for that. Regardless of if we win or lose on Monday, we will be there on a Tuesday night talking some hoops, and I'm sure the football game will come up as well. And so we've got a lot going on. And, of course, Daniel Sally will return to the Bobcat Insider podcast starting next week as well, since we'll start breaking down a lot of basketball as we are into Big Sky play. All right, we're going to take a break. On the other side of this timeout, we'll get our Kendall Ford keys to the game. Later, we'll sit down with head coach Matt Logie. We're going to talk about that defense a little bit and then get into the X's and O's of this matchup, and we'll get you caught up on the rest of the Big Sky scores as well. Some interesting ones going on as we start to filter out what's real and what's not in Big Sky play. Back with more after this. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Attention Bozeman, a sparkling new gem has arrived. Goldsmith Gallery Jewelers, your destination for extraordinary jewelry and exceptional service. Searching for the perfect engagement ring? Our vast selection includes pieces from top designers with stunning diamonds from a half carat to sky's the limit. And don't forget our anything promise. Purchase your rings from Goldsmith Gallery Jewelers, and if anything happens to them, we'll replace them, no questions asked. Goldsmith Gallery Jewelers, where Montana gets engaged. Open in Bozeman across from Gallatin Valley Mall.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
It was a nice spring day, so I decided to do a little work around the house. I didn't think anything of it. I've dug 1,000 holes 1,000 times until I hit a shallow gas line. The repair cost me over $5,000, and in one fell swoop, the family vacation was kaput. I know I'm not the only one, but it still hurts. Next time I'm calling 811 before I dig.
Learn from Jerry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Montana811.org.
Town & Country Foods is a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. As a locally owned company, we believe the benefit of buying local helps support the local economies in southwest Montana. Our stores offer great selections of items you need every day, including organics, specialty foods, fresh meats and produce, along with incredible selections from our bakery and deli departments. Town & Country Foods is 100% employee-owned and serves southwest Montana with 9 locations. Visit your local Town & Country Foods today. Go Cats!
Getting ready for Game 2 of the Big Sky schedule. It's Montana State and Northern Arizona. Bobcats trying to remain in control of this all-time series. Now, Bobcats have actually struggled in Flagstaff their last 2 meetings. They've lost 2 straight out in Flagstaff, but they have been very good here and trying to continue their winning ways. They've won 6 straight in Bozeman against this Northern Arizona squad, which is coming in at 6-8, 0-1. Cats are 7-7 and 1-0. All right, Brian, let's dive into our Kendall Ford keys to the game, presented by Kendall Ford of Bozeman. What are we looking for?
I think key number 1 is handling success. You know, big win on Thursday night. Are we mature enough to come back from that and do the things that got us that win tonight, and to do those for 40 minutes. So I'm looking for the involvement of the bench, the communication, just how energetic are we from tip as key number 1. Key number 2 then is transition offense. This is an NAU team that is pretty good in the half court defensively, but they struggle in transition. They have a tendency to run to the paint and then come back out to shooters. And Montana got 5 transition threes just by running to the three-point line, pass ahead, wide open look, knock it down. And I think Montana State tonight needs to do the job in transition. They've got to get out and run. Make this a high possession game. The more possessions, the better. That's only going to benefit the Bobcats as they try and win this game.
Yeah, that human nature piece, that dealing with success is something that maybe sounds cliche to some people, but it's just so real, especially in this league when you got the true travel partners. You get one win, one day off. It's easy to take your foot off the gas pedal. From the coaching perspective, how do you combat that? What are some of the ways that you can handle that?
Yeah, you're always trying to talk process. You're focused on what do we got to do every single day to get where we need to be, today. And it's not about this game's different than that game. That's why all the coaching cliches, one game at a time, all that stuff. It comes down to that, though, really. It's how do you get guys to get in a routine? So Thursday you came to shoot around, you did certain things. After shoot around, you had your pregame meal, you did certain things. You went back to your house, apartment, dorm, you did certain things. Do those things regardless of who we're playing, whether tip-off's at 2 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and then come and be ready to play and do the things that we need to do to win every single night.
Is it something you can see as a coach, like if you show up to shoot around after a big win, can sometimes you see your team maybe take the foot off the gas pedal a little bit?
No, there's no doubt about it. There's shoot-arounds where you're thinking you're going to come in and walk through stuff, and all of a sudden you're like, nope, we ain't walking through nothing. We're going charge drills. We're getting after it because these guys need a wake-up call at 1 to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You'll even see it when they come to the gym. You can tell you're around these guys, and they're around you all the time. You know when they walk in the locker room, you can look in their eyes and see it in their verbiage. You know the guys in pregame warm-ups that are verbal versus the guys that stand around. Like, you just know, and as soon as you see those red flags, you light them up and let's go. Because it's the margin at this level is so tight. And NAU, they're only averaging 75 a game. Well, you know what? If they score 79 tonight, they're going to win. Like, that's the reality of it. And so your margin you're not talking about, we got to make a 20-point swing. If you're NAU, you're saying we got to score 4 or 5 more points than normal. If we do that, play our normal defense, we're going to be in this ball game. And Bobcats are saying the opposite. They score 75. We hold them 70. They got no chance to catch us if we hold them under 70.
It's fascinating stuff, and that is the journey of the ups and the downs when it comes to college basketball. And we're going to see another one tonight. Will it be an up? Will it be a down? We'll see if the Bobcats can keep this thing riding high after an impressive win on Thursday with Northern Arizona in town. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll get you caught up on the rest of the Big Sky scores and tell you how the women did earlier this afternoon in Flagstaff. And then later we're sitting down with head coach Matt Logie as we get set for the Bobcats and the Lumberjacks. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
You are a Bobcat fan, and your seat matters. Section 108, right in the middle. And a perfect view of the fast break, alley-oop, and slam dunk. At Kendall Ford of Bozeman, we're a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Where you sit matters, as in the driver's seat. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great.
Local is more than where you do business. It's how you serve your customers and communities. And for us, it's why we do what we do. At Stockman Bank, we offer convenient, innovative financial solutions backed by the power of quick, informed local decisions. So you receive the services you need when you need them. We don't just believe in local, we are local. We are Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking. Member FDIC.
Visiting West Yellowstone during the winter is a rare treat. The snow-covered landscape, frozen waterfalls, and frosted trees create a surreal winterscape. You'll enjoy our renowned hospitality, authentic Montana cuisine, and unmatched recreational opportunities. We encourage our guests to recreate responsibly and plan ahead to ensure a memorable trip. Plan your experience at DestinationYellowstone.com or YellowstoneDestination.com.
Who's ready to experience Montana's high alpine like never before? This winter, Big Sky Resort unveils Kirkcliff, a stunning 2-story glass observatory at the summit of Lone Peak, surrounded by unobstructed views spanning 3 states, 2 national parks, and countless mountain ranges. The most thrilling part of the experience, standing at 11,166 feet on a transparent glass floor. Plan your visit to Big Sky and experience Kirkcliff, redefining what it means to experience Montana's high country. Looking for the perfect place to fuel up before the game or celebrate a Bobcat win? Come on down to Ribbon Chop House. We have locations in Bozeman, Billings, Butte, Great Falls, and Livingston, where premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs meet unmatched hospitality. Starting January 6th, join us on Tuesday nights at 6:30 in Bozeman for great food and fanfare with the Cat Chat Coaches Show. Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching with friends, do it with flavor. Ribbon Chop House, proud partner of Montana State. Go Cats!
See every play, every big win, every Cats moment with the clarity you deserve. At Vance Thompson Vision, our team specializes in LASIK and cataract surgery to help restore and improve your vision. Because when it comes to cheering for the Bobcats, you don't want to miss a thing. Vance Thompson Vision is proud to be the official LASIK and cataract provider of Montana State Bobcat Athletics. Learn more and book your consultation today at VanceThompsonVision.com.
Getting ourselves ready to go for Montana State and Northern Arizona today. Game 2 of the Big Sky schedule. Montana State sitting at 1-0 with Northern Arizona in town sitting at 0-1. All right, let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard presented by First Interstate Bank. Starting on the women's side, they got the win at Northern Arizona. They won that one 82-65. Another big start to this game, Brian. The women right now, those first quarters on this road trip have been unbelievable.
Yeah, they really have. For a team that has struggled offensively kind of throughout the start of the season, to have 25 and 35-point first quarter sure sets the tone well.
For the women, they were led by Taylor Chirick, who had 27 points on 12 of 19 shooting in the game. Isabel Bunyan also had 14 points in this contest as Coach Binford starts 2-0 in her Big Sky title defense. Another 17 steals, matching their 17 assists for Coach Binford. Pretty impressive stuff for them in this victory this afternoon. So good to see that. That was 25 turnovers for NAU.
And they win by 17. So 17 assists, 17 turnovers, win by 17.
All right, I like it. Bet 17 today. So that's what's going on there. Over on the men's side today, we do have one final in the books. Idaho beat Eastern Washington 81-78. Eastern's 2-12. They're now 0-1. They didn't play on Thursday. Those are the travel partners. For Idaho, they came in with a lot of fanfare. They really had to fight against Eastern today.
Yeah, really surprised that game was as close as it was, especially that it was in Moscow.
Elsewhere, you've got the rematch of the Big Sky Tournament Championship game from last year, Montana and Northern Colorado. Montana is leading 69-60 with about 4 minutes to go in the second half. Northern Colorado got off to a brutal shooting start, so the reigning Big Sky champs could be 0-2, although they still have plenty of time left in that game, and it's a single-digit game. But probably the most surprising score right now, Idaho State leading Portland State 75-66 with 2 minutes to go in the second half. Portland State preseason favorite in a lot of ways, and Idaho State making some noise right now.
Yeah, and Idaho State's going to be 2-0 at home coming off this early start. I mean, that's what you want to do. Start 2-0 at home and then go figure it out from there.
Weber State and Sac State tip off a little bit later today at 7 o'clock. Both of those teams are 0-1 in conference play, so that's what it looks like right now. Always exciting as we start to get some returns in and starting to figure out what everything's going to look like for real as we continue to move forward and dive into this thing full bore. All right, we're going to take a break. On the other side of this timeout, we're going to sit down with head coach Matt Logie and dive into the matchup between the Bobcats and the Lumberjacks. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
MBB
Ambient Air Solutions wants to take a moment to show our gratitude and to say thank you. Thank you to our frontline workers. Thank you to our doctors, nurses, and EMTs. Thank you to all the volunteers. And thank you to the Gallatin County community. Ambient Air Solutions is so grateful for your support for over 12 years. We are so blessed to live in such a beautiful place. Ambient Air Solutions is here for all your heating and cooling needs. Call us at 406-577-1818 to schedule your service today. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
Ready to upgrade your space? Choose the local experts at Futura Cabinetry Inc. With over 50 years of experience, no job is too small. From cabinets and counters to closets and full installations, we deliver exceptional craftsmanship at the best pricing in town. Come meet your neighbors at Bozeman's Best Cabinet Shop, Futura Cabinetry Inc. Quality, value, and experience you can trust.
We're back on the pregame show, getting set for Montana State and Northern Arizona from the Brick. Keaton Gillogly alongside head coach Matt Logie. And Coach, looking back at that game on Thursday against Northern Colorado, the defense was really impressive. When you do see your team playing their best defense, what are some of the tenets of that fans can look for?
Well, I think we pride ourselves on making our opponent uncomfortable. I think we do some things that are different than other teams do, and so it takes teams out of their rhythm a little bit. And I think we saw that a little bit with Northern Colorado in the sense of a guy like Brock Wisney, who really can be a hub for them offensively. Is 3 for 10 and 8.7 rebounds, and that's a big key to their deal. And so obviously you got to really pay attention to each of the opponent's best players, but your principles have to carry you through, and I thought our guys did a good job executing.
Well, let's get into this Northern Arizona team. You're talking about some of their best players, a couple of different guys. Ryan Abelman had 13 points in this last game, one of the few familiar names for Northern Arizona. What's Abelman doing for them? Yeah,
Abelman's always been a very good shooter. He's in a more enhanced role this year with a little bit more freedom off the bounce and green light, so to speak, from an offensive standpoint. Kind of filling the shoes from some of the players before, and so he's having a good year. Really shoots the ball with high efficiency, and is somebody that you got to get off the three-point line.
Zach Davidson, the Montana transfer, comes in as their leading scorer on the season so far. What's Davidson doing to score the ball?
Yeah, he's an efficient low-post scorer, can shoot in the mid-range, but really gets a bulk of his work done in the low post, scoring off either shoulder with both hands. He's very skilled and has good touch and does a good job hitting the glass.
On the defensive side, what do they bring to the table there, and where do they excel on that side?
Well, they're a team that is pretty aggressive in their ball screen coverage. They'll get out and attack the ball handler and then try to help from behind. And so, off the ball, they're a team that is going to be, in the gaps and kind of plugging lanes and trying to force teams to take perimeter shots. So, you got to be able to step up with confidence and knock those down when they present themselves.
We're starting to really get into the swing of Big Sky play now. Now that we're kind of getting into this, what gives you confidence that your team's going to be able to handle the rigors of what this Big Sky season is?
Well, I think the thing you have to hang your hat on in conference play is your defense. And, as I said on Thursday night, we felt really confident about our defensive numbers coming into Big Sky conference play. That's going to be where we have to hang our hat and that can turn into offense. When you get turnovers, you get rebounds, you get out in transition and run. Those things can complement one another very well, and I think we saw a good example of that on Thursday night, and now we've got a big challenge in our hands to do it again.
All right, well, here we go. It's Montana State and Northern Arizona. Appreciate the time and the insight today, Coach.
Thanks a lot. Go Cats.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we're ready to go with the starting lineups and tip-off between Montana State and Northern Arizona. For head coach Matt Logie, I'm Keaton Gillogly. This is Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Quitting smoking, vaping, or chew isn't easy because nicotine is extremely addictive. Plus, everyone's different. What worked for me may not work for you. That's where Quit Now Montana comes in. And it's free. You get a quit coach and a custom quit plan tailored to you, including free nicotine replacement therapy, patches, gum, or lozenges. Bottom line, Quit Now Montana works. Time to make it work for you. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW or go to quitnowmontana.com to get started today. Montana Department of Public Health and Human Services.
Local is more than where you do business. It's how you serve your customers and communities. And for us, it's why we do what we do. At Stockman Bank, we offer convenient, innovative financial solutions backed by the power of quick, informed, local decisions. So you receive the services you need when you need them. We don't just believe in local, we are local. We are Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking. Member FDIC.
Northern States Fishing Tools, a proud sponsor of the Montana State Bobcats, has been serving the eastern Montana and western North Dakota oil fields since 1978. We are here to provide you with the best tools and services, all at competitive prices. Northern States Fishing Tools services the Williston Basin with fishing and rental tools, along with downhole tools that include packers, plugs, and through tubing equipment. We have the expert knowledge to give you satisfying results based on your specific needs. Go Bobcats!
Debilitating joint pain can keep you from doing the things you love most. At Bozeman Health Spine and Joint Institute, we take a holistic approach to your orthopedic surgery, combining state-of-the-art orthopedic capabilities with whole health optimization. We'll work with you to identify and address any medical issues prior to your surgery. Our optimized health approach ensures your surgery is just the beginning of a new, pain-free life. Explore more at bozemanhealth.org/SJI.
The Northern Pulse Growers Association encourages industry professionals and growers of dry peas, chickpeas, lentils, and fava beans to become members in 2024. Members gain access to cutting-edge research, expert training, market insights, and connect with a Pulse-passionate community. Visit northernpulse.com to join the Northern Pulse Growers Association. Together, we're sowing the seeds of success.
Visiting West Yellowstone during the winter is a rare treat. The snow-covered landscape, frozen waterfalls, and frosted trees create a surreal winterscape. You'll enjoy our renowned hospitality, authentic Montana cuisine, and unmatched recreational opportunities. We encourage our guests to recreate responsibly and plan ahead to ensure a memorable trip. Plan your experience at DestinationYellowstone.com or YellowstoneDestination.com.
Echoing
to the cup, one-hand slam
from the brick.
And the brick is back to life.
And all throughout the great state of Montana.
Put it on the highlight reel.
It's time for Bobcat.
There's the juice.
Basketball.
Floats it up and in, and he beats the buzzer. To the cup, the rack attack. Deep three, bang. Oh, baby. He backpedals, shaking his head, saying, you can't cover me. Rises and rattles the rim. Rattles the rim. A two-hand slam.
The best is yet to come.
Bobcat Basketball is brought to you by Town Pump Food Stores, proud sponsor of the Brawl of the Wild Series, and by First Interstate Bank, built for you. Tip-off is just moments away from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth. Here's the voice of the Bobcats, Keaton Gillogly.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red thread, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the that our flag was still there. Oh, send us that star-spangled banner yet wave. For the land of the free and the home of the
Stirring rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner, and we are ready for Bobcat basketball. Going to be a good one today with Montana State hosting Northern Arizona. Bobcats looking for their 7th straight win in this series at home, although they have struggled over in Flagstaff. The Bobcats are actually going to have a really difficult trip to northern Arizona at the end of the regular season. They're going to Flagstaff on March 2nd, so that is the Monday after Senior Day on February 28th. So that is going to be a monster travel day to get out to Flagstaff, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. All right, before we get to our starting lineups, let's pause 10 seconds for our network station identification. This is Montana State basketball. Keaton Gillogly alongside Brian Priebe as we get ready for our tip-off between Montana State and Northern Arizona. All right, let's dive in to our starting lineups. We'll begin first with Northern Arizona. Shane Burkhardt, seventh-year head coach, putting this starting five out on the floor. A little bit of a change, two different names in the starting lineup today. Oakland Fort is into the starting lineup today, playing in his 13th game of the season. Ryan Abelman, who was their leading scorer on Thursday at the guard position. Isaiah Shaw, a redshirt junior, a transfer from Valparaiso. And then in the front court, it is Zach Davidson, the Montana transfer, who's their leading scorer, but struggled a bit in that last game against Montana on Thursday. And Diego Campusano getting his first start of the season, playing in his 91st career game for Northern Arizona. On the other side for Montana State, their guards are Jed Miller, Davian Brown, Pat McMahon, and Jeremiah Davis. And then Chris Hodges starts in the front court for third-year head coach Matt Logie. We are moments away from tip. We remind you that your support for the Bobcat Collective powers NIL opportunities for our Bobcat student-athletes, helping them thrive on and off the field. Join today and make a real impact. All right, Brian, here we go. A little bit of a switch for the Northern Arizona starting lineup. We'll see how that goes, and we'll see if this Bobcat team can provide some consistency today.
Yeah, it's interesting. Putting Campusano in the lineup allows Montana State to potentially double Davidson inside a little bit easier with less of a threat of paying the price on the kickouts. It'll be interesting to see if that changes how they approach things or if they just play him straight up and see how he does.
Don't forget, we've got our first Cat Chat of the year on Tuesday night. Coming up on Tuesday night, the day after the national championship, we'll be over at Montana's Ribbon Chop House at 6:30 p.m. with a men's player and a women's player, plus Coach Logie and Coach Binford. So hopefully we see you over at the Ribbon Chop House on Tuesday night. And, of course, the national championship football games on Monday. But what a great way to spend some time today as we get ready for this one. I know, Brian, for a lot of football fans out there, it can get like a long week. It was nice to have that Cal Poly basketball game before that semifinal game as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And now you get a chance to hopefully see the Bobcat basketball teams go 4-0 on the weekend and set things in a little momentum for Monday night.
It's an exciting time on the hardwood. I know everybody's so focused on the gridiron, but both men's and women's teams looking very good. Women's team looks super loaded again. Taylor Chiric had 27 points in their win against Northern Arizona earlier today, and I know they're working on their travel back from Flagstaff right now. Shout out to Daniel Sally, tuned into the game, helping them make through all their travels. And of course, we'll hear from Sally on the Bobcat Insider podcast, which kind of returns to basketball form here soon. All right, we're ready to go. What a game. Great crowd today. I know everybody's very distracted, but boy, people have showed up again today, even with some playoff or nearly playoff football going on. So great atmosphere, and we're ready to rock between the Bobcats and the Lumberjacks. The ball is tossed in the air, and the tip is won by the Montana State Bobcats, the home whites today. Northern Arizona in the road navy blues with the kind of yellowish gold trim and numbers. Bobcats working offensively to our left to get it started. Hodges down to the mid-post right side, backing in, shoulder to chest against Davidson, pivoting around to the left foot, nowhere to go, now wants to get rid of it, and does with a bounce pass to Miller. Back to Hodges, repost again, spinning, hooking, up and in. Chris Hodges gets it up and in. And Brian, we've been kind of wondering when's Hodges going to get going. Seems like that was a concerted effort there.
Yeah, it felt like both Thursday night and tonight, the opening possession was about getting Chris Hodges a touch and a shot. He converts right there. Hopefully that gets him going.
NAU with the ball for the first time tonight. They work offensively to our right. Oakland Fort works his way underneath, kicks out to the right corner. Here's a three. That's no good from Shaw. Tip on the rebound, and Brown's hustle gets it off to Jeremiah Davis. Now the Bobcats moving from right to left. Pat McMahon into the front court. Gets down to the mid-post, spin into the left shoulder, still posted up, shoulder to chest, gets into the paint, steps through, banks it up. That's no good. And the rebound grabbed by Northern Arizona. Strong move, just didn't finish.
Yeah, really good post-up, good move. And I like the Bobcats going inside twice. Physical early basketball.
Bobcats were definitely physical on Thursday. Going to need that in this league. Lob down into the post. Davidson makes the catch, lays it up and in. Just got it over the top of the outstretched hand of Davian Brown, who was fronting the post.
Yeah, those switches will create opportunities for Davidson to get some matchup advantages.
Bobcats with the ball in a tie game. Down to Hodges. Makes the catch. Goes up. Lays it. Short. Ooh, and Northern Arizona has the basketball. A little hesitant there. Here's Fort working his way inside. Cut off by Jed Miller. Kick back out to the left corner. And that three ball rattles home out of the hands of Isaiah Shaw, who's 43% from downtown this season. MSU with the ball to our left.
That's a rough transition possession right there. That's not something NAU does a lot, is score in transition, but they get three early.
They're 38% from three on the year. Here's Jeremiah Davis from the top, and he rains home with three. That's a confident trigger from Jeremiah Davis's 11th three ball of the year.
Man, you've just seen his confidence rise ever since that Long Beach State week. He has just gotten more and more assertive.
Of course, that's back in his home area. He's an LA kid, so I know he had a lot of friends and family down there. That was a special time for him. NAU with the basketball. In a tie game, it's 5-5, 17.5 to play in the first. Lob into Davidson. He's in the post, turns, hooks, got it to go. Got in pretty deep that time, Zach Davidson with 4 points.
Yeah, and NAU off to a quick start here. 3 for 4 from the field. They're a team that has not shot the ball well in general all season.
Lob into the post. Hodges makes the catch. He goes up and got stripped underneath. That was Ryan Abelman coming in and knocking it away. That looked like another clear path for Hodges. You could hear the bench shouting, dunk it. They want him to go hard to the rack.
Yeah, he could have 6 points already here early on.
Lumberjacks lead it 7-5 with the ball. 17:50 to go, first half. Fort down to the left block. Kick back out to the top here. Shaw triggering deep. That's good. Isaiah Shaw hot to start. Timeout called by Coach Logie and the Bobcats. And Coach Logie is livid right now. He is hot with 16:44 to go in the first half. Lumberjacks leading 10-5. Going to keep it here on the go and want to stay connected to live college sports anywhere in the country. Download the free Varsity Network app available on Apple and Android. With new features this season, it's easier than ever to listen live and keep up with your favorite teams. Don't miss a moment. Get the Varsity Network app now.
Yeah, and right there, Coach Logie's just frustrated with the defense, lack of communication, and Hodges has allowed his 2 offensive possessions that didn't go his way to affect his defense there. He wasn't in position, fronted far too high, easy over the top, and that has got his team down 10-5.
Jaden Stepp into the ballgame now, replacing Chris Hodges. And he's one of those guys, Hodges is, where, look, he's coming from Wisconsin, a high pedigree, didn't play a ton there, but earned a scholarship there. We just haven't seen him kind of take any steps really here with Montana State for an extended time.
Yeah, he's had a rough go, and it'll be interesting to see. Eventually you're going to get to the point where you might make some changes in the lineup, try and change his role, see if that can let him relax and just get loose and play a little bit better.
Isaiah Shaw commits the foul. Well, we kind of saw that with Pat McMahon last year, starting to come off the bench. That's when he started to get going. It's tough, though, with Wackett and Botch out, where you don't really have another true center to kind of replace him with. Stepp triggers a 3. That's a little bit short. Jed Miller in amongst the trees with a 2-hand rebound, and he'll reset. Miller working out on the right sideline. Throws to Pat McMahon at the top. McMahon against Fort. McMahon's got the size advantage, gets into a posting situation, down to the mid-post, right side, turns, hooks it, and got it to go with the left hand. Smart play by Pat McMahon.
Mouse in the house right there. McMahon's going to win that when he gets a little guy down deep.
Abelman drives, gets into the paint, needs to kick it back out. Lumberjacks with the ball in a 3-point lead, 16 minutes to go, first half. Fort to the mid-post, pulls up. That's a lob down low, tipped and recovered by Jackson. Jump pass way back out to the top. Abelman catch and shoot 3. That's in and out. And Stepp can't grab the rebound. Went up with one hand, and it tips off his hands and goes out of bounds. Got to go hard up to that rock with 2 hands, and did not happen that time. We'll step aside from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 15:51 to go in the first half. NAU leading Montana State 10-7. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation.
Groundworks, official foundation repair company of Montana State Athletics.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
The Northern Pulse Growers Association encourages industry professionals and growers of dry peas, chickpeas, lentils, and fava beans to become members in 2024. Members gain access to cutting-edge research, expert training, market insights, and connect with a Pulse-passionate community. Visit northernpulse.com to join the Northern Pulse Growers Association. Together, we're sowing the seeds of success.
First Interstate Bank broadcast position courtside at the Brick. See every pulse-pounding, buzzer-beating play in astounding detail with the patient experience that's second to none. Experienced doctors, advanced technology. Vance Thompson Vision, the official LASIK and cataract surgeon of the Bobcats, is your home for laser vision correction. Learn more at VanceThompsonVision.com. 15:51 to go in the first half. Montana State trailing 10-7 against Northern Arizona. Brian, what are you seeing?
I'm seeing a Bobcat defense that's a little discombobulated a little bit here. Rotations are a little bit off, a little bit slow. Communication's not quite where it needs to be, where it was on Thursday night. That's led to 10 points early, and you don't want to give a team that struggled offensively some confidence early that they can get some stuff done, offensive rebounds, things like that.
Lob into the top of the key. Trevar Jackson hauls it in. The Alaskan. Got two Alaskans on the floor right now between him and Pat McMahon. Now up at the top, Carl Poom moves the ball around to the left wing. Here's Bradford, who had started in the last game, gets the free throw line, pulls up with a jumper, and that's good. Kayvon Bradford, the second-year sophomore, good shooter, 42%, but he can knock him down.
Yeah, he gets in the paint. He can be effective right there. And with that left hand, if you don't recognize that, he gets going to that left. He can get in there and score.
Stepp hands it off on the right wing for Jed Miller. Shuffles to his right, now throws back to Stepp. One dribble, handoff for Davis, back down to Stepp in the post, makes the catch, spins left shoulder, banks it wildly out of control, no good. And NAU has the rebound. The Bobcats have had some looks at the rim and have not converted early. Lumberjacks leading by 5. Poom moves it around to Bradford on the right wing, dribbles left around a screen to the free throw line, kick out to the left corner. Abelman has it, guarded by Brown. Toss up to Poom at the top, pivoting. And nearly knocked free, and then they call the foul. Davian Brown, aggressive defensively, nearly forced the turnover. First foul on Brown, and first team foul on Montana State.
Yeah, you talk right now, the Cats 3 for 7 from the field.
Oh, I got that wrong. That was a foul on Northern Arizona, not Brown. My mistake. That's on Abelman. Go ahead.
So the aggressive guy gets the benefit of the doubt, but the Cats 3 for 7 from the field. 3 of their 4 misses are point blank. Like, they've been getting the ball where they want to, but they're not able to convert. They've got to change that trend quick.
Brown gives to Miller at the top. Dribbles to the right wing, draws a double team, jump pass out of it to Brown, overhead pass to McMahon on the left wing. He dribbles with the right hand into the lane, gets inside, banks it, no, but draws the foul. That's a good, aggressive, tough take by Pat McMahon, who will earn 2 free throws at the line as Trevar Jackson picks up his first foul.
And I think that's the strength of this NAU defense is high pressure, get out there. If you set ball screens, they're going to trap them. And if that's the case, then the way to beat that is to get it on the deck and get to the paint. You get a piece of the paint, you'll have kickouts and open looks, but you've got to be aggressive at getting that piece done.
First free throw is good. Christian King in for Davis, Almenrud in for Brown. It does seem like Montana State has tried to actively get some action to the front court, try to get Hodges and Stepp going a little bit, because you know a guy like a Jed Miller, Pat McMahon, can get what they need when you need it.
Yeah, they'll find it where the opportunity presents itself. But right now, this team has got to shore up on the defensive end. They've got to clean up their communication. They're giving up almost 66% to a team that's just not great offensively.
Pat McMahon hit that second free throw, so he went 2 for 2. NAU with the basketball to our right. They lead by 3, just over 14 minutes to go first half. Here's Davidson into the lane, hooks it up wildly, no good. Stepp had the defense and the rebound. Here comes MSU.
definitely saw an increase in defensive pressure that possession by the Bobcats.
Almenrud gives to Step, dribbles along the perimeter, hands it off to Pat McMahon at the top of the key, throws back to the left wing, then down to the left block, skip past the right corner. King thought about a three, gets rid of it out to Almenrud. Still time on the clock. Here's McMahon, left wing three. That's good. Wow. That ball went around the world twice, and Pat McMahon made it count with a deep three.
Tie ball game here as the offense and defense in correspondence have picked up.
Out to the left corner. Bradford's got it for NAU. 13.5 to play first half, and he got blocked. No! Oh, they called it a foul. From the free throw line, went up with a jump shot. McMahon got up, thought he got ball, instead he got wrist. So that'll be a three-point opportunity for Kayvon Bradford.
The second time Bradford's got himself to that spot, about a 12-footer right in the middle of the paint. He gets in there, he's effective. You got to keep him out of the middle of the floor.
So Bradford going to the line. He played last year at Buffalo, 29 games, 4 points, 2 rebounds. His first year here. Had 9 points against Montana, a little above his per-game average. It's a true second-year sophomore, only 6'1". Knocks that down at the free throw line, and Bradford already nearing his per-game average. He's got 5 points, averages 6.5. Jacks back on top by 2, 13:25 to play first half. MSU the ball to our left. Here's Davis slicing, jump pass, knock free, Cats recover. King has it in the left corner. Back out to Davis, draws a bump. They don't call it, goes to the top, gives to Step, then to Miller on the right wing. Miller setting it up with 8 to shoot, down to Step, spins around his man, whistle, and they call a foul. Should be on NAU. Let's double check. It is. That goes on Chris Coleman, his first.
Again, the Bobcats making an emphasis to get the ball inside. Step catching that thing at about 6 feet. A little spin move. Had he not got grabbed, looked like he had a clear path to the rim.
Into Almenrud, knocked out of bounds to the right sideline. The Bobcats will inbound again, but it'll be a much more difficult spot now in that deep right corner.
And you really look at this NAU team. I mean, this is what their strength is creating havoc on the defensive end. A lot of ball pressure. They take care of the ball offensively. They're not super efficient in terms of scoring it, but they do take care of it. The Cats have got to find ways to score in bunches.
Miller, double-team trap up near the half-court line. Jump pass out of it to King. He's out on the right wing. Thought about a three. Now gets into a post situation. Down to the right block. Spins to the left shoulder. Puts it up. Got it to go. Christian King with his first 2 points coming off the bench for the Bobcats. He's averaging 11 a game this year.
Yeah, and Christian King's just gotten so much more versatile than what he showed last year at the University of Washington. Mid-range game, post-up game, threes, doing a little bit of everything.
Getting into the paint, pivoting, jump shot up, rimming. Good. That one went around the world as well. Soynick knocking it down for his first 2 points. He's a 10 points per game scorer. King gets down to the left block, kick out right corner. Almenrud, catch and shoot three, book it. Oh, that's smooth. That's what that's supposed to look like. Seth Almenrud, the hometown kid, knocking it down to tie it up at 17 with 12 minutes to go, first half.
And Christian King's penetration and vision at 6'7" to see over the defense to the open man made all the difference right there.
Yeah, having those guys with the ability to get those paint touches. Kumin driving a kick, just did the same thing. Left corner three, that's good. It's the same thing we just saw on the other end. Isaiah Shaw, hot start from downtown. That's his third three in this first half. 3-point lead for NAU.
Only guy that's even taken a three here for NAU.
Miller's response, that's good. Jed Miller responds with a left wing three. Just found a little soft spot and a confident trigger. That's the three ball sponsored by Wendy's.
Yeah, and Shane Burker tells his team, slow it down here. He doesn't like the pace of this game. We're on an 80-point-plus pace right now. That favors Montana State.
NAU with the ball. Here's Bradford on the drive. Gets inside, lays it up. No good. Christian King had the defense and the rebound. He had a massive size advantage there. Here's MSU moving the other way. Davis hands off for King. Works his way with the right-handed dribble down to the right elbow. Draws some contact. They swallow the whistles. They've done consistently at the start of this game. Now to Step at the top. Hand off for King. Got behind the screen. Thought about the three. Now puts it up. That's short. And the rebound grab by NAU with 11 minutes to go. First half in a tie game, 20 all. Well, Soynick behind the back dribble. Gets down to the mid-post left side. Works his way into the paint on Miller. Fall-away jumper. No. Good defense by Jed Miller. The Bobcats have the rebound.
Yeah, I like that D by Jed Miller. Giving up a 3-4 inch difference there. Holds his ground.
Miller lobs it deep into the left corner for Davis. He's got a 3-ball already tonight. Davis works his way into the paint, into traffic behind the back, bounce pass to Step, makes the catch, and the reverse layup. Jeremiah Davis threading the needle, and Jaden Step making it count.
Cats' first lead since early on in the first minute of play here. Get back in control.
All right, Davis barely even reacted to that highlight reel play. NAU with the basketball to our right. Here's Bradford working his way down to the right block, pivoting on the right foot, hooks it up and in. Tough finish by Kayvon Bradford.
NAU shooting 60% on the night right now. I just don't believe they can keep that up.
Miller gets free for 3. That's good. Jed Miller again. He's got shooting practice going right now. Pair of Wendy's 3 balls for the senior Jed Miller.
Yeah, he's so comfortable in this offense. Just knows where to pick his spots. Didn't take a shot for the first 8 minutes of this ball game. Now he's got 2 threes. Just so in control.
Yeah, you can see the way he kind of crescendos as the game goes on. You figure he's going to do that over the course of the season as well. 9:30 to go, first half. Cats up 25-22. NAU with the ball. Kick out left wing. Extra pass to the left corner. Bradford works his way down the left baseline. Blocked. Swatted out of bounds. Jeremiah Davis with a confident deny. And the Bobcats showing up a little bit of that rim protection underneath. All right, let's step aside from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 9:23 to go in the first half. Montana State leading NAU 25-22. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Ready to upgrade your space? Choose the local experts at Futura Cabinetry Inc. With over 50 years of experience, no job is too small. From cabinets and counters to closets and full installations, we deliver exceptional craftsmanship at the best pricing in town. Come meet your neighbors at Bozeman's Best Cabinet Shop, Futura Cabinetry Inc. Quality, value, and experience you can trust.
Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. outside the box for your complete branding solutions. Located in Bozeman, Montana, we offer a full print shop for banners, signs, wraps, trade show booths and graphics, promotional products, and much more. If you can think it, we can ink it. We are a proud supporter and corporate sponsor of the MSU Bobcats. Like us on Facebook to see some of our cat wraps. Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. and call us at 406-922-6462 or visit us on the web at inkoutside.com.
Game day or work day, Montanans count on strength, precision, and reliability. At DoorTech, we bring the same championship mindset to every garage door we install, service, and repair. Rooted in 6 generations of Montana grit and committed to excellence, we're proud to serve the Gallatin Valley and proud to cheer on the Bobcats. DoorTech, rooted in family, committed to excellence, focused on you. Come see us at our new location in Belgrade, 195 High K Street, or visit DoorTechMT.com.
How would you like to be able to listen to us while synced up to your TV in the comfort of your own home? Go to syncmygame.com to find out how. Also, Town Pump's proud sponsor of the Brawl of the Wild rivalry series between Montana State University and the University of Montana. It's all sports all season long. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions at your local Town Pump. Right now, Montana State leads that Brawl of the Wild series 5-1, and we're about 2 weeks away from that first basketball version of the Brawl of the Wild. Always fun when you get to do it at home when you had won on football, because you get to parade that Great Divide trophy around.
Yeah, it'd be nice to be able to parade around 3 trophies, not just one.
Who knows?
It shall be interesting to see how things play out.
We'll find out on Monday, 5:30 p.m. for the national championship, Montana time, down in Nashville. Excited to get that thing going. But for now, we got a great ball game here. Bobcats leading 25-22 against NAU. 9:23 to go in the first half. NAU has the ball with 3.9 seconds on the shot clock. And a foul away from the ball.
Amanrud. A little bit of a grab as the screen initiated, and he was just trying to stay with Shaw, who's got the hot hand, 3 threes already.
Fort lobs it in. That's big. That resets the shot clock from 4 seconds to 20, so NAU can run a full possession here, trailing by 3 on the drive, running into a double team. That ball bobbled loose, recovered. Shaw in the post, whistle, and a travel. Travel, double dribble, a walk, whatever you want to call it. Chris Hodges was in there on the defensive side with a little bit of help.
Yeah, great help by Hodges right there. After a little bit of a rough first stint, his first couple minutes on the floor, comes back in, shows a little resilience and is ready to rock and roll.
MSU with the ball to our left. Davian Brown's got the dribble. Bounce pass to Ammanrud on the left wing as the Bobcats try to make this a 2-possession lead. Ammanrud gives to King. Ooh, slashes inside. Finishes with a left hand on the left block. Wow, that's a great take by Christian King coming in from the right wing.
Yeah, and the Cats have changed up offensively now. They moved away from a lot of their handoff dribble on-ball screen action, which NAU's doubling, and spread the floor a little bit wider, creating some lanes for slashing and driving.
Abelman catch and shoot left wing 3. That's no good. Seth Ammanrud skies for the rebound. Good board by Ammanrud. Abelman, a 39% three-point shooter. He can knock those down. Brown around to the right wing. Ammanrud from deep. Got it. Seth Ammanrud from deep on the right wing for the 3-ball. Timeout, NAU. Bobcats at an 8-0 run, knocking it down and grabbing some control. Let's step aside from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 8:23 to go in the first half. Montana State leading NAU 30-22. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Looking for the perfect place to fuel up before the game or celebrate a Bobcat win? Come on down to Ribbon Chop House. We have locations in Bozeman, Billings, Butte, Great Falls, and Livingston, where premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs meet unmatched hospitality. Starting January 6th, join us on Tuesday nights at 6:30 in Bozeman for great food and fanfare with the Cat Chat Coaches Show. Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching with friends, do it with flavor. Ribbon Chop House, proud partner of Montana State. Go Cats!
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
Fans, support both your favorite team and Montana State students. When you shop at the MSU bookstore, you help lower the price of course materials for Montana State students. The MSU bookstore is owned by MSU students and faculty and serves as the only not-for-profit campus bookstore in Montana. Shop online at msubookstore.org or on campus in the Strand Union building. Remember, Bobcat fans, when you shop at the MSU bookstore, all proceeds from your purchase goes directly to lowering the cost of course materials for Montana State students. Go Cats!
Amsterdam Meat Shop, proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics and the Gallatin Valley. Montana State leading Northern Arizona 30-22. We're at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, courtside the Brick. Again, 30-22, Montana State leads. 8:23 to go in the first half. Brian, Cats on a 13-2 run. How are they doing it?
Yeah, it's been the offense and defense working together here. The intensity picked up on the defensive end, made some really good plays there. It's allowed for some transition movement. And then the offense is just, they've shifted from, again, kind of what they like to do, what I would call kind of their base structure with the handoffs and the on-ball screens, to much more spread offense and creating room here. NAU's not been able to handle the drive or the little slashing cuts, and that's key, the offensive explosion.
Footloose playing through the Brick right now. One of Kevin Bacon's finest performances. Northern Arizona on the move from left to right now, and they're trying to get things going, down by 8 after that Burkhart timeout. Into the lane, Bradford puts up a contested floater, and that's good. Bradford able to finish. He's off to a hot start. He's got 9 points already.
Yeah, good little timeout there by Shane, giving his team a chance to reset. And now they jump into a little 2-3 zone, try and take away some of Montana State's rhythm offensively.
Man, so many adjustments on both sides already. We're only 12 minutes into this game. That's what happens when you know everybody's so darn well at this point in the year, even though it's early in Big Sky play. 5 to shoot. Brown steps back for a deep 3. In and out. Rebound to Abelman and NAU.
And that's what NAU wants to do with that zone. Catch and shoot threes with a hand in the face. See if they can take away the penetration.
Ball moving around the perimeter for the Lumberjacks. Bradford turns around a screen, stops on the left elbow, now spins to the right shoulder. Got blocked by Jeremiah Davis. That's his second block of the day. Abelman drives inside and floats it up and in after picking up that loose ball.
Yeah, that loose ball right there is key. Come up with that, you're going the other way in transition. Instead, you're going against a set 2-3 zone defense.
Lob into the left corner. King gives it out to Brown, then around to the top for Ammanrud. Back to Brown, left wing against this zone. Playing catch, Ammanrud. Gives it to Davis, out in the right corner, works that right baseline. Jump pass out to Brown, little low. Throws into the corner. Here's a three, and that's good. Christian King pouring it home from that left corner for a Wendy's 3-ball.
Great zone offense there. Jeremiah Davis's penetration breaks the zone down. Once you break a zone down, it's just a matter of moving the ball fast enough to find the open guy, and Christian King's that guy this round.
Now that ball movement, a highlight of the Logie system, which you can see continuing to grow and solidify in this program now in year 3. 7-point lead for MSU. 5 to shoot now. Davidson hands it off to Abelman. 4 out of the right wing. 3 try to turn the corner, gets the free throw line, puts up a contested jumper, no good, and the Bobcats clear the rebound off a tip. Brown throws ahead. Almenrud catch and shoot left wing 3. Oh yeah, 8 threes in the first half. Seth Almenrud's 3 for 3.
Yeah, the Cats shooting 73% behind the arc. That'll play.
10-point lead for MSU, 5:55 to go, first half. Abelman hands it off up at the top of the key for Kuhlman. Then to Bradford. Bradford out on the right wing now. No penetration yet. 10 to shoot. Knock free, out of bounds. Bobcat ball. How about Jeremiah Davis's defense today?
Yeah, Jeremiah Davis is quickly becoming a linchpin for this team. Both ends of the floor, he's creating offensively for others, for himself, and then defensively, he has become the Bobcats' premier defender on the perimeter.
And they've got Davis for 1 block, should be 2, and knocking that one free as well. But good stuff from Jeremiah Davis. You know, they held a little preseason kind of meet and greet with some of the donors and stuff, and I asked Jed Miller during the Q&A of that. I asked him, who's the best defender? Who do you not want to go up against in practice? And he said pretty definitively Jeremiah Davis.
Yeah, his quickness and aggressiveness, his ability to stay with you, it's pretty impressive.
Especially with that length and that arm span, too, or wingspan. Montana State with the ball. Brown has it at the top. Throws around to the right wing for King. Overhead pass to Brown. From the top of the key with 10 to shoot. Bounce pass down to the mid-post for Hodges. Works his way down to the right block now. 5 to shoot. Kick out Brown. 4 to shoot. Brown into the lane. Drops it back out to King. Fires the 3. That's no good. Rebound tipped. And won by NAU. Lumberjacks into the front court, down 10. Around to the left wing. Abelman pestered by Miller. Abelman moves right around the screen. Miller fights through it. Abelman down to the right block. Throws into the right corner. Soynick. Travel. Nope. Throws out to the top of the key. Poom works his way down to the right block. Pump fake, leans up. That's no good. Nice defense by Hodges. Bobcats have the rebound and a 10-point lead. Miller hands it off for King. Tries to penetrate. Kick out right corner. Brown fires the 3-ball. That's no good. Off a tough angle from the right corner. NAU the rebound and running. Soynick 1-on-2. Euro step. Draws the foul. Put it up. Are they calling that on the floor? No, they're calling that as a shot. That's good and 1. And the foul is on Jed Miller, his first.
Yeah, tough transition right there. The corner, deep corner 3 doesn't go, but it comes out toward the foul line, and boom, the horses are out of the gate. NAU again in transition. Just not something that they've done a whole lot this year. Gives them a chance to score for the second time in transition.
Know what's below? Tap, click, or call 811 before you dig. Brought to you by Montana811.org. Soynick at the line out of Slovenia. Misses the free throw. Chris Hodges has the rebound for Montana State. The Bobcats move from right to left. Out to King on the left wing, then down into the left corner for McMahon. Back to Miller at the top. Big high dribble, picks up the bounce near the half-court line. He's got to move here. He's in a tough spot and gets it to Hodges, who hands it back off to Miller. Already 8 to shoot on the shot clock. Miller on the right wing, jump pass inside. Hodges wasn't ready for it. Tipped it loose, recovered by Hodges. 3 to shoot, out to King. Left corner, 3. That's no good. Long rebound of the Bobcats. Track it down. Out to Miller. Steps inside. Elbow jumper. Back iron no. Hodges rebound kick out. And the Bobcats will get a third crack at it. Has been clean, but good hustle, and that cleans up a lot. Now Miller double-teamed. Throws up to the top for King. Back to Miller. 8 to shoot. Miller into the lane. Pulls up with the Big Sky logo. Jumper's good. A resilient bucket by Jed Miller, who's got 8 in the first half.
And as a team, that's the kind of possession you just love to have. A couple good looks, didn't fall, come away with offensive rebounds, and then a penetration, mid-range jumper to ice the possession.
And they were really coming at Jed Miller. Here's a right wing three. That's a brick onto the hands of Poom, and the Bobcats have the rebound. McMahon into the front court, out of the left wing, setting things up. Works his way down to the mid-post left side, and that's a foul. Big reach by Osoynik, and that's his first. Let's step aside from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 3:09 to go in the first half. Montana State leading Northern Arizona 38-28. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
It was a nice spring day, so I decided to do a little work around the house. I didn't think anything of it. I've dug 1,000 holes 1,000 times until I hit a shallow gas line. The repair cost me over $5,000, and in one fell swoop, the family vacation was kaput. I know I'm not the only one, but it still hurts. Next time I'm calling 811 before I dig.
Learn from Jerry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Montana811.org.
Whether it's game day or work day, Montanans count on strength, precision, and reliability. At DoorTech, we bring the same championship mindset to every garage door we install, service, and repair. Rooted in 6 generations of Montana grit and committed to excellence, we're proud to serve the Gallatin Valley and proud to cheer on the Bobcats. DoorTech, rooted in family, committed to excellence, focused on you. Come see us at our new location in Belgrade, 195 High K Street, or visit DoorTechMT.com.
Town & Country Foods is a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. As a locally owned company, we believe the benefit of buying local helps support the local economies in southwest Montana. Our stores offer great selections of items you need every day, including organics, specialty foods, fresh meats and produce, along with incredible selections from our bakery and deli departments. Town & Country Foods is 100% employee-owned and serves southwest Montana with 9 locations. Visit your local Town & Country Foods today. Go Cats!
Simba Cam, always a favorite. Bunch of the young Bobcat fans thrown up on their parents' shoulders right now while we sit at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position at Worthington Arena at First Interstate Bank. It's about supporting our communities and cheering on our teams. Thank you for letting us be your trusted community bank for more than 50 years. First Interstate Bank, built for you. Member FDIC. 3:09 to go, first half. Bobcats leading the NAU Lumberjacks 38-28. Brian, what are you seeing?
It's been the story of the three-point line here in the first half. Cats with 8 made threes, 24 of the 30 from behind the arc. NAU is 3 for 6, which is fantastic, but when you've given up 8, that doesn't work, and they're minus 15 behind the arc and minus 10 on the scoreboard.
9 points from Seth Almenrud on 3 Wendy's, 3 balls, 8 points from Miller, 7 from McMahon, 7 from King. So good balance for the Bobcats. Left corner 3 is no good from Almenrud. Rebound by King rather. Kick back out to the top. Driving a throw out to the right corner. Almenrud gives it to McMahon. He's left open. Top side 3. Missed it left. Rebound 1 by NAU. Here's Bradford on the move from left to right. He gets inside down to the left block. Runs into one of his teammates and has to dribble back out of it. A little disorganized there inside. Out to the left wing. Shaw gets behind the screen. Triggers a 3. That's good. Went under the screen there, and Isaiah Shaw's got his 4th 3.
Yeah, not a guy right now you need to be going under screens. He is NAU's best offensive player tonight.
Down underneath, step, kicks it out for McMahon. He drives into the lane, kick out top side. Miller to the left elbow. That 2 is good. We're starting to see that more from Jed Miller. If he's got an open jump shot at the elbow, he's taking it and knocking it down at a super high rate.
Well, and you just see NAU runs at him as a three-point shooter, but he's veteran enough to know he can put it on the deck and get that mid-range.
Shaw gets inside with a tough finish against Almenrud. Didn't quite dunk it, but went up with 2 hands and found a way to finish his first 2-point field goal of the day.
Yeah, Shaw with 14 leads everybody right now.
Miller out of the right wing. Goes over to the left wing. King dribbles with the right hand to the free throw line. Throw out to the right corner. Miller catch and shoot trigger. That 3 ball's no good. Fight for the rebound. Almenrud tipped it out. Pat McMahon tries to save it and does. Gets it off to Almenrud, who's bleeding from the temple. And King knocks down the left wing 3. Almenrud, with blood dripping down the side of his right eye, converts the assist to Christian King, who knocks it down for the left wing. He is bloodied, and he'll go get taped up now.
Yeah, pretty quality possession right there. Again, Pat McMahon showing that senior toughness. Again, not a night where he's just killing it offensively. He's got 7. It's been a quiet 7, but he makes the hustle play into the NAU bench, saves it to Amanrud, who finds King, and King steps into a 3 and knocks it down. He's got 10. Second Bobcat in double figures.
Yeah, look at that balanced scoring right now, too. Miller and King, as you mentioned, 10 points. Amanrud with 9 and McMahon with 7. So you love to see that kind of balance from this Bobcat team.
Yeah, and Davian Brown hadn't even scored yet. So it's a little bit like Thursday night where Pat McMahon didn't have his night offensively, but everybody around him stepped into that role. And right now that's the case with Davian.
And Jeremiah Davis with 1 3-point field goal for 3 points, 1 rebound, 1 highlight reel assist, and a couple of blocks.
Just your standard night.
Yeah. Intermountain Health, formerly known as SCL Health in Big Sky Country, is proud to be an official health partner of Montana State Athletics. NAU with the basketball. They work offensively too all right. Bobcats leading by 10 nearing the end of the first half with 1:23 to go in this first half. Davidson has it out on the right wing, spins down into the lane, back. Ooh, that should be an offensive foul. Turns, hooks, and got it to go. Just extend that arm across the throat of Pat McMahon. They swallow the whistle, and Davidson has his 6th point.
Yeah, Davidson's had to work pretty hard for what he's gotten here tonight. But Coach Logie just about jumped and touched the scoreboard. He was so upset with that flagrant chicken wing.
Out to the left wing, Davis. Bounce pass down to the left block. Here's McMahon posting up, working in on Poom. Backing down, gets to the spot, turns, hooks, missed it left. Rebound to NAU. Coach Logie still working the officials. I mean, that was a missed call, but it is what it is. Those happen in this game.
Yeah, and they're letting them play. I mean, they've only called 8 fouls so far tonight. That's just kind of how they decided to officiate it, so roll with it.
All right, about a 15 or 13-second differential shot in game clock, so final 20 seconds of the half, 7 seconds on the shot clock. Bradford gets inside, makes it no. Brown had the defense, offensive rebound. Back up by Davidson, no, and Miller saves it. Here comes MSU, 10 to go in the half, and Brown will slow it down. 7 left in this first half. Brown has it with 5, dials up a deep 3. That's no good, long rebound. Miller's got it, jacks up the 2. No, in and out. Would have been good if it went through. Logie's upset about that offensive foul that was swallowed, and then Davian Brown got popped as well. There was no call there, and Logie's running around looking for anybody who will talk to him. And we will step aside as we have reached halftime. All right, physical game. Big Sky play is here. Let's step aside with the Bobcats leading the NAU Lumberjacks 43-35. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Who's ready to experience Montana's high alpine like never before? This winter, Big Sky Resort unveils Kirkcliff, a stunning 2-story glass observatory at the summit of Lone Peak, surrounded by unobstructed views spanning 3 states, 2 national parks, and countless mountain ranges. The most thrilling part of the experience, standing at 11,166 feet on a transparent glass floor. Plan your visit to Big Sky and experience Kirkcliff, redefining what it means to experience Montana's high country.
With friendly customer service and an outstanding location near Montana State University and the base of the Bridger Mountain Range, Country Inn & Suites by Radisson is the perfect place to begin your Bozeman adventure. Country Inn & Suites offers a hot and delicious Be Our Guest breakfast buffet each morning. Free Wi-Fi is available throughout the property, and we have a business center and meeting rooms. Our indoor pool and hot tub is a great way to relax after a day of fun, and the on-site fitness center will keep your workout goals on track. We have spacious king and double queen suites with a full-size sleeper sofa available, and every room in Country Inn & Suites is smoke-free. Reserve your room today.
Looking for the perfect place to fuel up before the game or celebrate a Bobcat win? Come on down to Ribbon Chop House. We have locations in Bozeman, Billings, Butte, Great Falls, and Livingston, where premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs meet unmatched hospitality. Starting January 6th, join us on Tuesday nights at 6:30 in Bozeman for great food and fanfare with the Cat Chat Coaches Show. Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching with friends, do it with flavor. Ribbon Chop House, proud partner of Montana State. Go Cats!
Visiting West Yellowstone during the winter is a rare treat. The snow-covered landscape, frozen waterfalls, and frosted trees create a surreal winterscape. You'll enjoy our renowned hospitality, authentic Montana cuisine, and unmatched recreational opportunities. We encourage our guests to recreate responsibly and plan ahead to ensure a memorable trip. Plan your experience at DestinationYellowstone.com or YellowstoneDestination.com.
Which schools will win the Learfield Directors Cup, the top college athletic program for the upcoming year? Check out how your favorite school is doing at L Directors Cup on the X platform or online at directorscup.com. Winners announced in June 2026. The Learfield Directors Cup powered by NACDA, the crowning achievement in college athletics. We're at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. It's halftime. The Bobcats lead the NAU Lumberjacks 43-35. They've got the shots for cash promotion going, and they just nailed a $1,000 half-court shot. See if he can get one more off full length. The baseball pass is well short, but how about that? He didn't look like he was going to be close at all, then swished the $1,000 half-court shot.
Take it.
All right, that's good stuff. Always love that promotion from Montana's Ribbon Chop House, which we'll be back at on Tuesday night at 6:30, this Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. for Cat Chat with both Coach Binford and Coach Logie and some player guests as well. All right, Brian, this was a heck of a first half. I felt like we just played a full 40 minutes in that 20 minutes with just the ebbs and flows and the different coaching adjustments.
Yeah, it was a really good first half. You saw NAU came out offensively, probably had the best first 8 minutes of a game all year. Offensively, they converted, shot a high percentage. Bobcats responded with some defensive adjustments that got their offense going. NAU jumped in zone for a couple possessions. Cats buried threes. Just a really fun overall first half.
That's what Big Sky play is all about. Boy, this league is fun to watch. You got to earn it with the travel, but boy, it's a lot of fun to watch. Thinking about quitting tobacco or vaping? You don't have to do it alone. You don't have to wait for the perfect time. QuitNowMontana.com offers free confidential support 24/7. You'll get one-on-one coaching, proven tools, and resources designed to help you quit and stay quit. Whether it's your first try or your fifth, help is just a click away. Make today the day you take the first step toward a healthier future. Visit QuitNowMontana.com. All right, we'll take a break. Plenty to get to here at halftime. We'll get you some scores from around the league. We'll get you updated on the scoring in this first half as well. Bobcats lead it over the NAU Lumberjacks 43-35. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. outside the box for your complete branding solutions. Located in Bozeman, Montana, we offer a full print shop for banners, signs, wraps, trade show booths and graphics, promotional products, and much more. If you can think it, we can ink it. We are a proud supporter and corporate sponsor of the MSU Bobcats. Like us on Facebook to see some of our cat wraps. Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. and call us at 406-922-6462 or visit us on the web at inkoutside.com.
Qdoba Bozeman is a proud partner of the Montana State Bobcats. Make your winning play at Qdoba. Show your spirit with your own salad, quesadilla, bowl, burrito, or nachos, and all your favorite toppings. Score big and add free guac and queso to your entree anytime, any day. Hungry yet? Stop by Qdoba at 855 South 29th Avenue right after the game for the ultimate flavor MVP.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins Lumber believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins Lumber, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Montana State University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
See every play, every big win, every Cats moment with the clarity you deserve at Vance Thompson Vision. Our team specializes in LASIK and cataract surgery to help restore and improve your vision, because when it comes to cheering for the Bobcats, you don't want to miss a thing. Vance Thompson Vision is proud to be the official LASIK provider of Montana State Bobcat Athletics. Learn more and book your consultation today at VanceThompsonVision.com. Montana State leading it 43-35 against NAU at the half. And Brian, one of the things that certainly stood out in this first half was the offensive balance. King with 10 points, Miller with 10 points, Almenrud with 9 points, and McMahon with 7. Davis added 3, Stepp added 2, and Hodges added 2.
Yeah, really nice balance. The bench comes off and gets you, 13 points and a half. If you get 26 a night from your bench, you're going to be in pretty good shape. 13 in the first half was huge.
9 of 19 from the three-point line, 47% for Montana State. That was a big number as well. 3 threes from Almenrud, 2 from King, 2 from Miller, and a single one from McMahon and Davis.
Yeah, and if you compare that to NAU, right, they've had 4 guys who have scored, period, in the first half. So Cats play 8 guys, 7 of which score. NAU plays 12 guys, only 4 score.
All right, we'll step aside. Let's get you some scores from around the league in just a minute. We're about 7 minutes away from the start of the second half. Bobcats lead the NAU Lumberjacks 43-35. Your list of Bobcat basketball presented by Learfield.
Debilitating joint pain can keep you from doing the things you love most. At Bozeman Health Spine and Joint Institute, we take a holistic approach to your orthopedic surgery, combining state-of-the-art orthopedic capabilities with whole health optimization. We'll work with you to identify and address any medical issues prior to your surgery. Our optimized health approach ensures your surgery is just the beginning of a new, pain-free life. Explore more at bozemanhealth.org/SJI.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up,
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
right down the road. Pump it up, oh yeah.
Here's to home. Here's to Northwest Crossing, where kids can be kids, and adults can also be kids, and new neighbors feel like old friends. Welcome to Bozeman, Montana's newest master planned community. Life here comes with nearby top-rated Bozeman schools, on-site eateries and retail, office space, parks, trails, and so much more, including new homes from the 500s to 800s, exclusively built by Williams Homes. Learn more at nwxbzn.com. nwxbzn.com.
We're at halftime with Montana State leading 43-35 against Northern Arizona. Let's check in on some of the other scores from around the Big Sky. Montana beats Northern Colorado 88-79. There were a combined 108 points in the second half of that game. So Northern Colorado 0-2, Montana 2-0. Bobcats trying to join that 2-0 club. But Brian, that is a huge decision there. Northern Colorado 0-2 to start the year.
Yeah, it's rough when you start the year on the road against good teams and they're unable to get the split, which is what they were hoping for, and they'll have some work to do to catch up.
Portland State survives. They win back-to-back overtime games on the road. They beat Weber in overtime on Thursday. They came from behind to force overtime, and then they put up 15 points in the overtime period to win 93-87 at Idaho State, but it certainly seems like Idaho State's going to be a good team this year.
Yeah, that's going to be one that Idaho State's going to wish they got back. And on the other side of that, Portland State is in first place all alone in my mind. You get 2 road wins, and you're 2-0 in league. Everybody else is looking up at you.
Idaho starts 1-0. Idaho and Eastern Washington, the travel partners, did not play on Thursday. Idaho survives at home, winning 84-81. And coming up in about 10 minutes, Sac State is at Weber State. One of those two teams is going to start 0-2 in Big Sky play. Toyota is a proud partner of Bobcat men's basketball. Visit Toyota.com or your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places. All right, we'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have the start of the second half. Bobcats leading the NAU Lumberjacks 43-35. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land-grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
There is a local ranch just outside of Boise, Idaho, that has masterfully bred Japanese Wagyu cattle with American Angus cattle. Now this American-style Wagyu beef is available to you and your family. Rosars presents Snake River American-style Wagyu beef. Snake River Farms beef is famously found in many exclusive five-star steak restaurants. Snake River Farms, available at your local neighborhood Rosars.
At Williams Homes, we're more than builders. We're family. For over 30 years, our name has meant quality care and homes built to last for generations. Because buying a home isn't just about today. It's about your future. Right now, we're locking in prices on move-in ready homes. No surprises, no shifting costs. Plus, for a limited time, get flex cash for closing costs, upgrades, HOA fees, or a rate buy-down. Your dreams deserve a strong foundation. Williams Homes, built by our family for yours. Visit WilliamsHomes.com.
Bobcat Basketball is brought to you in part by Kendall Ford of Bozeman, a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. We are big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great. All right, we're about ready to go for the start of the second half, but before we do, with the Bobcats up 43-35, let's pause 10 seconds for our network station identification. This is Montana State Basketball. Keaton Gillogly alongside Brian Priebe, and as we get set for the second half, it's Montana State leading NAU 43-35. All right, Brian, what are we looking for here at the start of the second half?
No, I don't think it changes from what we were looking first half. You got to see that same energy, same commitment to guard and getting after it early. And the Bobcats offensively got to play fast, get out in transition, attack the paint on the offensive end, do more of what you just saw. You shoot 50% from the field, 47 from three, good things are going to happen.
On the women's side, Coach Brentford gets a win, 82-65 against Northern Arizona in Flagstaff earlier today. Taylor Chiric led the way with 27 points, and the women had 3 quarters of 20 or more points. All right, the ball inbounded, and NAU starts the second half on offense. They work to our left. Bradford gets into the paint, puts up a little push shot that is no good, and Pat McMahon has the rebound. They've gone back to their starting lineup from last game on Thursday. They had a change at the start of this game, but now to start the second half, back to what has been their starting lineup lately as Travar Jackson picks up the foul. So it's Jackson, Bradford, Abelman, Osoynik, and Shaw starting for NAU. For the Bobcats, same starting five: Miller, Davis, McMahon, Brown, and Hodges. And another foul, this one on Abelman. And so often, Brian, we see officials swallow the whistle in the first half and then come out and call it tight in the second half.
Yeah, it can be really frustrating. And Coach Logie definitely gave him a big ear about the way they play defense and the physicality. And the officials obviously thought about that a little bit over the break or a little bit here early, and all of a sudden you got a couple quick whistles.
Or NAU just happened to commit 2 fouls to start the second half.
In the first 20 seconds.
Hodges has it on the right wing to Brown. Picks up the dribble at the top, lobs into the post. Hodges makes the catch on the right block. He's one-on-one against the guard. Now the double team comes, and he does draw the foul underneath. And that foul will be on Osoynik, his second.
And we are going to get on pace here in the second half for a 3-hour marathon if we're going to have 3 whistles a minute.
Lob to the right corner for Hodges. Handoff Miller behind the screen. His 3. That's good. Oh, it's becoming automatic now for Jed Miller, who's got 13 points. He's 3 of 4 from downtown.
Can you say Big Sky Player of the Week?
I can, and it sounds a lot like Jed Miller. Osoynik up at the top, around to Abelman on the right wing. Turn to the corner, down to the left elbow. Throws back up to the top, around to the right wing. Into the lane, Bradford picks up the dribble, looking to get rid of it, and does back out to the top. Here's Abelman with 9 to shoot. Abelman on the left wing with the dribble to the free throw line, pulls up, jumper, good. Abelman able to finish there. He's got 4 points now.
Yeah, and that's Abelman's had a rough night here so far, and credit Jeremiah Davis with some defense.
Into Hodges, down to the right baseline to the block. Goes up, lays it home. Little bully ball from Chris Hodges against the guard. That is a welcome sight.
Yeah, mouse in the house, got to make him pay.
Lob into the post, tip, ball is loose, recovered by Abelman in the lane. He lost it, recovered again by NAU. Osoynik, wow, that was a travel. Jump shot no good. Montana State has the rebound. I guess maybe that left foot was the travel or the pivot foot. Here's Davis, lost the handle, out of bounds, and a turnover by MSU.
Yeah, pretty sloppy there. Couple of possessions both ways, and you know, Bobcats have 2 turnovers on the night, so you can't really complain too much. NAU with just a pair as well. 2 best teams in the league at taking care of the rock.
And it's showing up tonight with the Bobcats up 48-37, 17:55 to go in the second half. Around to Bradford on the right wing with a lefty dribble into the lane, pivoting on the left foot against Miller. Hooks it up, off the glass, swirls off the rim, no good. Miller the rebound, here comes MSU. Brown has the ball out on the left wing. Gives it up to the top for Miller. Bounce pass to Davis. Gives it to Hodges at the top. Hand off for Miller. Draws a little contact. Gives it to Davis. Looking for the post. Lobs inside. Here's Hodges. One-on-one against Shaw. And we got an offensive foul. You like the aggressiveness, though, by Hodges. First foul on Hodges.
Yeah, I don't mind that. If you're going to draw an offensive foul, get one by making an aggressive post move. I feel like Shaw might have done a pretty good job of drawing the official's eye there. I won't say flopped, but I'm not sure there was as much contact as he made it appear.
But it's going to be tough here for Hodges because that's the energy you want. Like, you're not going to tell him to not do what he just did just because there was a foul there. Osoynik at the top, step back topside 3, badly missed the left, and Brown has the rebound. Now the Bobcats have numbers a little bit here. Down to the left corner, McMahon, one-on-one against Shaw, into the post, goes up, hooks it, got it. Pat McMahon with 9, love to see that play out of him.
Yeah, and you can feel the Cats have an opportunity here to really extend this one. Up 13 after being up 8 at the break. Defense is on point.
It was the second half that Montana pulled away on Thursday. Bradford gets inside and draws a foul. There were 2 defenders there. And the foul goes on Chris Hodges, his second. Shots coming for Bradford.
Yeah. Well, we've got almost as many fouls here in the second half as we had in the entire first half already.
Free throw is no good from Bradford. You mentioned Jed Miller's candidacy for Big Sky Player of the Week. Coming off that game against Northern Colorado, 24 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. Tonight, 13 points, 4 rebounds.
And most of the second half to go.
Bradford knocks down the next free throw. So he splits the pair. There were a couple of 30 burgers in the league, though, on Thursday night, so that'll be a hot contest as well.
Yeah, Portland State's got a shot if they got anybody just having 1-2 road games. As always, is going to catch everybody's eye.
Hodges makes the catch underneath, rises and rips the rim with a 2-hand dunk. There's Chris Hodges. That's what you want to see. What an aggressive slam.
Yeah, and what a dime by Jeremiah Davis to find him through traffic.
Bradford turns into the lane, goes up, wild shot, no good. Fight for the rebound, out of bounds, staying with NAU. And the Bobcats, I think, are going to challenge. The Bobcats will challenge. 16:06 to go in the second half. 52-38, Montana State leading. See if they'll send us to a media timeout. They could. Bozeman Come On In Hotel and Suites, proud sponsor of MSU Athletics, the Montana State Alumni Association. The Come On In allows you to escape the ordinary while enjoying their numerous hotel and guest room amenities. Visit ComeOnIn.com to book your stay today. So 16:06 to go in the game. Bobcats up 52-38. They're reviewing the possession right now, but what a big-time dunk by Chris Hodges a second ago.
Yeah, Jeremiah Davis threads the needle, cross-court diagonal. Hodges makes a great catch in traffic and then goes up with two Lumberjacks hanging on him to flush it home. Beautiful sequence right there for Montana State.
Yeah, that's the aggressiveness we want to see from him, and we're continuing to see even more of that versatility from Jeremiah Davis right now. And did they go to the media timeout? I thought they could have, I think, in that 30-second window. But, well, we've got it here, and we'll be able to handle that later. But either way, Montana State up 52-38. And, yeah, nice to see that full collection of talent from Jeremiah Davis.
Yeah, just an all-around good player who missed effectively an entire season, and now he is making up for that and ready to rock and roll.
I think the Bobcats have lost that challenge as they're talking with the coaches right now. Interwest Moving and Storage is the official moving company of the MSU Bobcats, but really in the second half we've seen this defense continue to step up as well. No field goals right now for NAU over the last 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, Bobcat defense in the second half has been great. They've held NAU to just the three-point make by Shaw. That's been their only bucket. So Bobcats up 9-3 here in the second half. 1 for 6 you've held them. And the Bobcats have done the job.
All right, the call on the floor has been overturned, so it will be the Bobcats ball. Montana State was ready to go.
Now it goes to media.
So we're going to it. They're going to it now? All right, we're coming out of it now. All right, I think we missed a break. It's all right. We didn't get that clear official. I looked for the official. They point to it, and they do the extension. Didn't get that. They were focused on the monitor, but that's all right. That's a little behind the curtain for people. They don't really care. They just want some Bobcat basketball, and they're getting some good Bobcat basketball right now with MSU up 52-38. All right, MSU will inbound the basketball. The challenge was successful. So the Bobcats will move the ball from left to right. Davian Brown has it across the half-court line, throws over to the left wing for Pat McMahon. Around to Brown to the right wing. He drives inside, goes to the rack, draws the foul, floats it up. No. But we'll see 2 free throws from Davian Brown, who's looking for his first points of the day.
Yeah, nice penetration right there.
Yeah, see, even the coaching staff is a little confused. The bench just got up thinking we were going to have a media timeout. They didn't catch that we had gotten it at 16:04. Are we about to go to one?
There we go.
Okay, there we go. Maybe I didn't get it wrong. But we are locked into the procedures of the officials. Let's take a break from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 15:54 to go in the ball game. Montana State leads 52-38. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Ready to upgrade your space? Choose the local experts at Futura Cabinetry Inc. With over 50 years of experience, no job is too small. From cabinets and counters to closets and full installations, we deliver exceptional craftsmanship at the best pricing in town. Come meet your neighbors at Bozeman's best cabinet shop, Futura Cabinetry Inc. Quality, value, and experience you can trust.
The Bobcats are proud to present these preferred local partners as members of Bobcat Built, Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems, Bryant, whatever it takes, Carrier Heating and Air Conditioning, Carrier, turn to the experts, Ace Roofing, building Montana strong, one roof at a time, Rivers Landscaping, crafting superior outdoor spaces, and NW Construction, proud to call Bozeman home. Montana State Athletics encourages our fans to choose these local businesses. They are proud local sponsors and demonstrate what it means to be a Bobcat. We are Bobcat Built.
At Northwestern Energy, we're committed to helping all of our service areas thrive.
Because these communities are more than just spots on a map, they're our homes too.
From hosting charity events and funding local scholarships
to leading economic development projects, we'll continue to donate our time and resources
to help deliver a bright future for everyone.
For more information, visit northwesternenergy.com/inyourcommunity.
Pickleball is the fastest growing sport in the U.S. for a reason. It is instantly fun, easy to learn, but can take years to master. And Pickler Bozeman's state-of-the-art indoor facility is truly spectacular. 13 courts, a full gym, and shower facilities with tons of space for private events and parties. Drop in and see what everyone is talking about. Take the cold out of winter and join the fun. 15:54 to go in the game. Montana State leads 52-38 over NAU. All right, Brian, break down the media timeouts for us.
So what they said is because a challenge, if unsuccessful, is a timeout, they used the challenge or the review as the first timeout of the second half based on a team calling a timeout. The fact that Montana State doesn't lose the timeout because they won the challenge is irrelevant. So that was that media. This most recent media then was the 16-minute media. So we have used 2 of our 5.
Davian Brown knocks it down, and he'll have one more free throw.
Now, I'm not really sure that's really what they thought, but that's what they explained to the scores table after the fact.
Next free throw is good, and Brown knocks them both down. Okay, so we are one break behind on our production, but that's okay. Coach Logie helping to pump everybody up. NAU with the basketball. Around into the right corner, Osoynik. Ball back up to the top. Here's Davidson. Lost it. Bobcats have the turnover. Here they come. Davis in transition. Kick out to Brown. The round to Miller. Thought about a 3. And now steps to his left. Lets it fly. In and out. The rebound grab by NAU. Patient transition possession.
Yeah, it's a good transition where the secondary part of that is where you get the good look. Again, NAU retreats to the paint and leaves open shooters on the perimeter.
And Jeremiah Davis very in control on that play. And now a foul called. I think it's going to be on Davis, and it is. So Jeremiah Davis picks up his first foul.
Yeah, that's a rare turnover. Again, that's only the 6th turnover combined in this game. We played 25 minutes. That is tremendous. I was watching a little Montana today. They lead the league in turnovers per game at 15. They had 9 turnovers in the first 7 minutes.
Down into the post for Davidson on the right side, working on Hodges, runs into a double team, knock free. Bobcats have another takeaway. Pat McMahon picks up the loose ball, and here's Montana State. Jeremiah Davis out of the right wing with the dribble. Goes right around a Hodges screen on the baseline. Lost it, turned it over. NAU moving from right to left. Bradford pushed the tempo into the lane, goes up out of control, lays it no. Rebound tipped and won by NAU. And the Lumberjacks try to reset as Bradford weaves through traffic. Bradford setting it up out of the right wing. Moves left around a screen, gets into the lane, stops, got stripped. Jed Miller knocked it free. Here's Brown in transition, bounce pass ahead. McMahon goes up and draws the foul. Well, Soynick was not going to let him dunk that, and McMahon will learn at the line for a pair.
Yeah, the Bobcats have forced 3 straight turnovers by NAU. Again, a team that only averages 12 a game. That's a pretty high number. And Montana State has just had the clamps on NAU defensively here in the second half. 3 points, 1 for 8 from the field. They've got 3 turnovers. All in all, just a dominant early second half performance.
McMahon knocks down the free throw. He's into double figures, the 3rd Bobcat to reach that milestone.
And Seth Ammonrud sporting the 1970s headband to cover the cut he received in the first half. Re-enters the game.
Next free throw is good. McMahon hits them both. I imagine that's Jordan's work.
Yeah.
Trainer. Looks good.
No, it doesn't. It looks terrible.
It'll look good if you're knocking down shots. Anything looks good if you're knocking down shots. Out to the right corner, drive, pull up, mid-range jumper. That's no good. King has the rebound. Bobcats up 56-38, 14 minutes to go. King goes up to the top for Miller. Bounce pass up to the top for Hodges. Hand off for Almenrud. Rises and fires. That three ball's no good. Got his own rebound. Back out to Miller. And he looks to run another set. King moves left around a screen. Gets the free throw line. Stops. Kept his pivot foot. Kicks it back out. 7 to shoot. Here's Brown. 6. Checks the shot clock. 4. Brown a drive and a kick. Almenrud catch and shoot 3. That's no good. Brown's got the rebound. No, they called the foul. They said he came over the back. And Davian Brown's got his first foul.
Yeah, pretty good call right there. He did a good job of going up and get that ball, but there's enough contact there that you got to blow that whistle.
Real milk is a nutrient-rich product. It contains 13 essential nutrients from vitamin A to zinc, all of which are important for a healthy immune system and overall wellness. That's 13 nutrients with seemingly endless benefits. Reach for milk and make every sip count. McMahon, Miller, Almenrud, King, and Stepp into the ball game. Peterson setting it up. True freshman point guard out of Scottsdale. Bounce pass over to the left wing. Kuhlman, another true freshman on the floor right now. He's from California. Back up to the top. Shaw's free. His 3 is good. Isaiah Shaw, again, he's got 17 today on 5 3-point makes. Just over 13 minutes to go in the game. King out of the right wing. Throws around to Miller. Steps to his left. Lets it fly. That's no good from deep. Rebound NAU. They push the tempo ahead. Osoinik works his way down to the mid-post. Spins into the paint. Fakes it up and in. Shifty move by Osoinik, who's got 6, the Eastern Michigan transfer.
And we saw that a little bit in the first half where NAU got some quick 5-0 runs with a 3 and then a transition deuce. They've done it again here early second.
Step in the lane. Left that jumper short. NAU the rebound. Osoinik moving the tempo. Fall away jumper's no good. 3 Bobcats were there to grab the rebound. 12:20 to go in the game. MSU up by 13 with the ball.
Yeah, you'd like the Bobcats here to run some offense and execute, get the shot they want. They've seemed a little hurried the last couple offensive possessions.
King spins into a double team, throws out to Almenrud, rips the right baseline, knocked free from behind, and then a foul called on Peterson. Brendan Peterson picks up the foul. His first.
Cats will be in the bonus here the rest of the way. That's a 16 foul, so that could make for a pretty big difference here. Cats only shot 2 free throws in the first half, 4 for 4 here in the second.
Into McMahon, goes up, blocked, loose ball recovered. King puts it back. King's got a dozen.
Cats match their biggest lead at 15.
58-43, just under 12 to play. Peterson out of the left wing. Throws up to Jackson around to the right wing. Abelman looking for room. Drives into the lane, goes up with the left hand, and is able to finish around Stepp. Play call in from Coach Logie. King and Miller play catch over to Almenrud on the right wing. Back up to Miller. Moves left around a screen. Kick out to the right corner. King, lefty dribble, pulls up mid-range J. No good front iron. And NAU has the rebound. Osoinik rushing ahead. Works his way inside. Out to the right wing, Kuhlman. Spins left shoulder, down to the right block. Lays it up. No. Jed Miller at the defense. Step the rebound. Here's MSU on the move. McMahon throws across. Almenrud throws it back up to Miller. Catch and shoot 3. Got it. High arcing 3 from Jed Miller, who's got 16 today. His 4th Wendy's 3-ball.
Boy, and the Cats in transition have been deadly. 11 made threes here today.
61-45, MSU leading with 10:40 to go in the game. Abelman out on the right wing, works his way inside, and a foul. Jed Miller there on the defense. And that should be his second. We'll take a break from the First Interstate Bank broadcast position. 10:34 to go in the ball game. Montana State up 61-45. Back after this, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
The fact that we've been in Montana for over 80 years shows our value and that we are here to stay. I'm Lisa Kelly, president of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana. We strive to be there for our members through all of life's journeys, from having a baby to starting a business to even in later ages when looking for Medicare options. We're there at every moment to support our members in sickness and in health. We're there no matter what. It's beautiful.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
You are a Bobcat fan, and your seat matters. Section 108, right in the middle. And a perfect view of the fast break, alley-oop, and slam dunk. At Kendall Ford of Bozeman, we're a proud supporter of Montana State Athletics. We're big fans of teamwork, dedication, and helping customers find the best deal on the perfect vehicle to fit their needs. Where you sit matters, as in the driver's seat. Get started at KendallFordBozeman.com. Kendall, let's start something great.
On the go and want to stay connected to live college sports anywhere in the country? Download the free Varsity Network app available on Apple and Android. With new features this season, it's easier than ever to listen live and keep up with your favorite teams. Don't miss a moment. Get the Varsity Network app now. 10:34 to go in the contest. Montana State leading 61-45 against NAU. And Brian, the Bobcats are +8 in this second half. Feels like they've got a pretty good amount of control in this game. You'd like to see them really put this thing away soon.
Yeah, there's no doubt. It definitely feels like they are definitely in control. NAU's offense was so good early. They scored 20 of their 45 points in the first 5.5 minutes of this ball game. So then take the next 25 minutes and they've just got 25 points. You know, at that rate, I just don't know how they can do it, but they also are a good defensive team. So could they stymie the Bobcat offense to the point where they could make a run? For sure they could.
NAU has the ball to our left to set it up. They're playing some of their youth. They got one of the true freshmen on the floor, and now Christian King with a foul with a big whack against Isaiah Shaw, who's a junior transfer. Started at Grand Canyon under a Valpo alum, Bryce Drew, and then went to Valpo for a year, and now he's here at NAU for the first time.
Boy, and he's had a nice ball game tonight, leading all scorers still at 17 points. It's been a real difference maker for NAU, and not even a guy who's averaging double figures on the season.
First free throw is no good. He's one of the few good free throw shooters at 87%.
It's contagious, though. As a team, they're so poor from the free throw line. It's phenomenal.
Next free throw is good. So Shaw now with 18 today. 10:25 remaining in the ball game. Bobcats up 61-46. King has it out on the right wing. Give it to McMahon. Still with the dribble at the top. Back to King. Goes left away from the screen. Nowhere to go. 10 to shoot. Out to Almanrud right wing and an illegal screen. Jaden Stepp picking up the foul. His first. Loki's got the hands on the hip. Like he's looking at a disappointed child.
Yeah, he's just gave him that look like, you are so in my doghouse. It's funny, too, because at some level there was some complaint that the game wasn't officiated tight enough in the first half. Second half, they call a few more, and all of a sudden it's too tight.
Into Jackson, who rises and lays it home. Trayvon Jackson, who averages 6 a game, has his first 2 points today. Pat McMahon throws out to Brown at the top, rises and fires. That three is no good. The rebound tipped, won by MSU. Almanrud in deep, gets it out to Pat McMahon on the right side. Then to Almanrud right corner, and back to McMahon. MSU will set it up and get the play call in. Bobcats have gotten a bit quiet offensively, 2 of their last 10 from the field. 6 to shoot. Here's King slashing into the lane, going to the rack, lays it up, got to go. Smooth take. Christian King, 14.
And Logie goes right back to the same official about the contact. Light contact on the screening foul, little contact on the drive, no call. Love it.
Kuhlman into the mid-post. Just jacks it up, and then a foul called. And that's Brown picking up his second foul. I don't mean to be doing too much play-by-play of the coaches' demeanors, but just funny.
It is funny.
So that puts Chris Kuhlman at the line. He's out of that well-known high school, St. John Bosco, down in California. Coming off a 10-point game against Montana as he knocks that down. That was that free throw down. That was his season high career high against a Division I opponent. Now Logie and the officials make up about it. Free throw is good.
NAU is hanging around. They're doing their best to generate some offense as they've closed the second half deficit to 5.
This game getting a little chunky, a little closer to the way NAU wants to play. Handoff for Brown, then to Step, and then to Davis, knocked out of bounds, turnover by MSU. Chris Hodges coming back in. Step will take a seat.
Yeah, that's just careless turnover right there. And with NAU having a little shred of momentum building at the 9-minute mark, they've closed the gap a little bit.
Only +5 in the second half for MSU, outscoring NAU 20-15. Kuhlman fires into the left corner. Here's Shaw. Around to Abelman on the right wing. 8 to shoot. Abelman with a lefty dribble into the paint. Swallowed up. Puts up the shot. Found a way to get it to fall. He's got 8. All right, it's an 11-point lead now for Montana State. This turns into a big possession with just over 8 minutes to go. Cats have led by as many as 15. Into the lane. King kick it back out. Excuse me, largest lead was 18 rather. Hodges on the right elbow. Inside Brown. And a bad pass. A little too much juice on that. Brown couldn't control. 8:01 to go in the game, and now NAU can make what was an 18-point deficit down to single digits.
Yeah, they can, and Jed Miller is going to check back in here. When he left the court, you just saw the offense get a little sloppy there over about a 5-minute stretch or 4-minute stretch, and he's back in to try and settle the offense.
Miller's played 26 minutes so far today. Around to the left wing, into the left corner. Skip pass right corner. Catch is made. Dribbling along that right baseline. Kick out top side. This 3. No good. And Miller draws a foul on the rebound. And that'll take us to a break. That would have been a big 3 if it had fallen. From the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, we've got 7:36 to go in the game. And Montana State leads NAU 63-52. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Ambient Air Solutions wants to take a moment to show our gratitude and to say thank you. Thank you to our frontline workers. Thank you to our doctors, nurses, and EMTs. Thank you to all the volunteers. And thank you to the Gallatin County community. Ambient Air Solutions is so grateful for your support for over 12 years. We are so blessed to live in such a beautiful place. Ambient Air Solutions is here for all your heating and cooling needs. Call us at 406-577-1818 to schedule your service today. Ambient Air Solutions, simplifying heating and cooling.
If you're in need of structural engineering for your residential, commercial, or wireless telecommunications project, Ascent Engineering provides comprehensive solutions for your project's success. Ascent Engineering is now serving the Big Sky Country in southwestern Montana. Whether it's a new residential home, new commercial building, long-awaited remodel, covered outdoor living space, retaining wall, or telecommunications tower, Ascent Engineering is your expert at providing forensics, assessments, or designs. Ascent Engineering is a proud supporter of your Montana State Bobcats.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Down Pump, who pump it up, pump it up.
If you want variety, great prices, and sales, stop by your local Town Pump. Coors and Miller 18-pack cans and bottles, $18.99. Pump It Up members save an additional $2, only $16.99. Town Pump, convenient and right down the road.
Town Pump, right down the road. Pump it up, oh yeah.
Join Champs New Kids Club, presented by Buildings Clinic Bozeman. Your $50 membership fee gets you game tickets, Bobcat gear, and more. Sign up today at msubobcats.com/champs. Kids Club. We're at the First Interstate Bank broadcast position, 7:36 to go in the ball game. Montana State leading 63-52. Jed Miller's got a couple of free throws coming up here, and this game feeling a little more in the balance than you'd hoped if you're Montana State right now.
Yeah, you'd like to have this thing be pushing 20, but little 6-0 run to do the trick here right now and kind of put them away. But NAU, credit them. Their defense kind of stayed in this. They grinded a few possessions out offensively and gotten this thing to where they're within fighting distance.
Jed Miller going to the line, 87% from the free throw line this season. Right now with a Bobcat high, 16 points. And the front end of the 1-and-1 is good. Boy, this place gets so quiet during free throws.
Yeah, almost too quiet.
They can hear me if I talk too loud.
Mm-hmm.
Miller's free throw slices through the silence and bounce off the rim. No good. NAU has the rebound. It's a 12-point lead for Montana State. Handoff over on the right wing. Back up to the top. Jackson will hand off the top. Here's Kuhlman. Throws around to the right wing. Abelman gives it back up to the top. He drives, lays it up. That is good. Tough take by Porin, and he's able to finish it for his first 2 points today, just the 6th point of his career, the true freshman from Israel.
Back down to a 10-point game here, so NAU has made it interesting with 7 minutes to play.
Jeremiah Davis rises and fires. That three is no good. Long rebound, and King saves it off the Lumberjacks. Bounced it off the leg of Isaiah Shaw as he was going out of bounds on that far left sideline. The Bobcats will keep the possession with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Brendan Peterson, true freshman point guard, back in. He had 5 assists, only 1 turnover in the loss against Montana on Thursday. Davis inbounds into the left corner, and Jed Miller dribbles it out of there. Gives it to Hodges, back to Miller, cut into the rack, bobbled the pass, saved it. Wow, back to Almenrud. What a save. Almenrud driving a kick. King wide open, left wing three. No. And a rebound, nearly tied up by Davis. NAU has it. Abelman crosses out to the left wing. Gives it back down to the post now. Jackson with a two-hand slam. Getting up and bringing it down. He's got 4. Single-digit game, 8-point lead. Montana State has the ball, 6:20 to go.
Yeah, the Bobcats have made a field goal in 3 minutes. Their offense has just gone completely ice cold.
Just 2 of 9 from 3 in the second half after that big shooting performance in the first half. Miller, deep NBA 3. That's no good. NAU the rebound. Bobcats continuing to struggle on the offensive side. Peterson, jump pass out to the right wing. Kuhlman working to inside against Miller. Back out to Abelman. Then to Jackson. Goes back up to the top. Here's a drive going to the rack. Blocked. Hodges roofed it and knocks it out of bounds. 10 seconds on the shot clock for NAU.
Bobcats need to tighten down the hatches on this end, and then they've got to figure out some things offensively to get something going to the rim again. A little bit too jump shot oriented in the second frame here. 60% of their shots have come from behind the arc.
5:43 left. Montana State up by 8. Into Abelman, left baseline jumper. That's no good. Rebound tipped, and Davis tiptoes along the baseline to save it. Athletic play. Here's MSU with the ball up by 8. McMahon down to the block, out to Davis, out to the top for Miller. Miller with the right-handed dribble. Bounce pass over to the right wing. McMahon dribbles left. Gives to Hodges, 9 to shoot. Hodges at the top, 7. Handoff Miller, 5. Miller spins to the elbow, rises for the jumper, and it's good. Hits nothing but the bottom of the net. Badly needed for the Bobcats. Miller up to 19 points. Back to a 10-point advantage.
That's a big shot by Jed. Just gutting out a bucket for his team.
And then Miller knocks it away, picked up by Davis, throws ahead to Miller, stops for the transition 3. That's no good. And the rebound grab by NAU. They move the other way, 3-on-2. Bounce pass underneath. Kuhlman lays it good and 1. Kuhlman able to finish underneath. And the foul's on Hodges, his third.
And that's a rough sequence for Montana State here to get the steal. Jed Miller creates a turnover. They're going the other direction. You get a wide open three. Doesn't fall, but it triggers an NAU break that leads to an and one. And all of a sudden, NAU gets as close as they've been since before halftime here if they can make this free throw.
That is good. Kuhlman now with 5 points. 8-point advantage for the Bobcats. 7-point advantage for the Bobcats with 4:35 to go in the game. Davis on the left wing. Ben over the bounce. Gives to King. Crossing over. Takes it down into the right corner. Works the right baseline. Only 5 to shoot. Extra pass. Miller, left corner three. Got it. Jed Miller hitting the big shots when the Cats needed most. Back over 20 points for the second straight game for Jed Miller, and a timeout called by Montana State. Let's take a break. 4:16 to go in the game. Bobcats leading the NAU Lumberjacks 69-59. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
The power of we believes in you. It advocates for you. It completes your circle. It makes sure you have the strongest circle possible. And with Intermountain Health in yours, you'll always have the care you need to live the healthiest life possible. That's the power of we. Intermountain Health.
Rocky Mountain Credit Union has supported Montana State athletics for over 40 years and provides a local credit union for past, present, and future Bobcats. You can have it all with RMCU. Low rates, mobile banking, a place to start saving, or work on building your credit. Visit your local branch or online at rmcu.net to become a member today. That's rmcu.net. Go Bobcats.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up, pump it up.
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road, pump it up, oh yeah.
Serving all your garage door needs, DoorTech is raising the door on quality. 4:16 to go in the ball game. Montana State has their lead back to 10, 69-59 over NAU. Jed Miller with his third 20-point game of his career, 2 of them coming this weekend. 22 points. He's 5 of 10 from the three-point line. That's 5 Wendy's 3 balls, and boy, he is the elixir tonight.
Yeah, this whole weekend he has had it going. Pretty impressive to be going and 20-plus points in back-to-back games, first time in his career. Pretty impressive to go 5 for 10 from 3 tonight as well.
Oh, man, one of the more middle-aged fans was doing the floss dance. He had it. He was doing it for the whole time. He was so smooth. As soon as the camera got on him, completely lost it, and it totally unspooled. Just got to keep your head in the game.
Got to stay with it no matter what.
4:16 to go in the ball game. Bobcats up 69-59, and NAU has the ball going from right to left. Jed Miller, 22 points today for the Bobcats. NAU on their run right now. And a travel. Jackson dragged that pivot foot. NAU battled back to within about 7, and Bobcats trying to put this thing away.
Yeah, a couple good possessions here would be what the doctor ordered.
Miller working up at the top. Gives it to Davis. Around to the left wing for King. Back up to Miller's. Pressured out near the half-court line by the freshman Kuhlman. Jump pass over the left wing. Now 9 to shoot. Here's King. Mid-post left side. King backing in on Abelman. Gets inside. Got blocked. And that ball picked up by NAU. Nice defensive play by Abelman. NAU trying to get this back to single digits. Kuhlman working up at the top of the key. Crosses over to the left wing. Takes it to the mid post. Steps back. Fall-away jumper. Got it. Koeman found his spot after he had found his spot and was able to knock that down. He's got 7.
Felt like coming into tonight, first one to 70 was going to win this. I think the Cats right now are on the verge of pushing into that territory.
Up 69-61 with 3 minutes remaining. Hodges working up at the top, hands it off for King, and an illegal screen. Foul on Jeremiah Davis, his second.
Bobcats' 8th turnover, not at a good time.
2:57 remaining in the game. This thing kind of hanging in the balance right now. It's even in the second half, 26 points for each team since the break. Crowd trying to come to life a little bit. Thrown up to the top. Ooh, nearly taken away by Miller. Here's Abelman working on Miller. Gets inside to the mid-post, pivoting. Goes up with the left hand. Scooped it, no. Put back attempt, no. Offensive rebound. And NAU will reset. Abelman runs into a wall. Kick out. Right corner 3. No good. And a foul, yeah. Jackson came over the back.
That's going to be on Jed.
Oh, it is. Okay. Jed Miller picks up his 3rd foul.
Crowds don't like it, but the reality is when a guy's in the air, you can't block him out. And he was in the air as Jed backed into him. It's a pretty easy call.
Yeah. Live, it looked like it was going to be an over the back. And, yeah, the official explaining exactly what you just said. And the free
That's
throw.
1-on-1. That should be 1-on-1.
Yeah.
Right. It's not 2 shots. That's a 1-on-1.
Shouldn't that be?
That was a rebounding foul.
Yeah, that was not a shot. Why is he get the second?
That was not a shooting foul.
There's 17 fouls on Montana State as the free throw's up and good.
Hope that point doesn't matter.
No. Montana State's got 11 fouls in the second half.
Oh, they sure do.
Yeah. No, you're good.
How is that even possible? Seems how the NAU had 3 fouls in the first minute.
7-point lead for Montana State. 2:25 to go in the game. Boy, you got to earn every inch in this league, night in and night out. McMahon over on the left wing. All right, so the officials, by the way, did execute everything there in that last minute correctly. King on the right wing. Crosses over, gets into the lane, puts up the push shot, and that's good. 71 points for Montana State, now up 71-62.
Yeah, big stop right here. Cats up 9. Stop, and you put NAU in a position to have to start thinking about fouling.
Koeman inside, swatted. Chris Hodges said no. They're continuing to play a little offense-defense here with Davis and Brown.
Hodges has made himself known here. A couple big blocks in the second half to go with a couple buckets in the first.
Inbound into the right corner. Peterson takes it out to the right wing. Bounce pass underneath. Catches made. Jackson hooks it up. Got it to go. Tough finish against Hodges. And a timeout called by NAU. 1:43 to go in the game. Let's take a break. 1:43 left. Bobcats 71. Lumberjacks 64. It's going to be a 30-second break. I'm too tight. It's too tight. We're going to keep it here. 1:43 to go in the game. Montana State leading 71-64 with this 30-second timeout. So Jed Miller 22 points. Christian King 16 points. The Bobcats just doing what they can to keep this NAU team at arm's length.
Yeah, absolutely. Big possession right here. NAU, I would imagine, is not going to foul, although they could play the game that the next 2 times they foul, they're 1-on-1. So if they feel like the person with the ball is the right person to foul, you might bird a couple over the next 2 possessions just to see if you can steal the possession on a missed 1-on-1 free throw.
All right, sight. Bobcats led by as many as 18 early in the second half. NAU has continued to battle back. Some pressure in the backcourt. They get it in. King to Brown. Back to King. King into the front court and slows it down over on the left wing. So 95 seconds to go with Bobcats up by 7. Out of the right wing, McMahon hands it off for Miller. Picks up the dribble, goes over to Brown on the left wing, 10 to shoot. Brown dribbling left to the elbow, steps back, 6 to shoot, picked up his dribble, hands it off for King, 5 to shoot. King with the dribble, 3, King into the lane, got blocked up top. Jackson got there before it hit the backboard, and here comes NAU. 7-point game, NAU has the ball with a minute left. At least that last possession took some time. Koeman at the top, to the elbow, pulls up, jumper, missed. Rebound King, and a foul by NAU.
Yeah, the Cats, good offensive possession, even though they didn't score. And NAU didn't have much of a sense of urgency there. They've got some young players on the floor. They did not attack nearly quick enough for my liking. And then foul on the rebound, and the Bobcats will walk to the free throw line.
Christian King is gassed. A guy who's battled some ankle injuries and issues, so it's tough to keep your conditioning up when you've got those lower body injuries.
Yeah, do that, and then combine that around a Christmas where you take a couple days, and that is a challenge.
Front end of the 1-and-1 is good. Nice to see Christian King knocking down some clutch free throws. Came in strong this year at 79% from the free throw line. 8-point lead, 52 seconds left.
Yeah, Cats 8 and 9 tonight from the foul line, doing the job.
Now make it 9 of 10 after that one. 18 points for King. Cats back up by 9, 50 seconds left. Not on the edge here to push this one across the finish line. Koeman not really hustling here either. They get into a play call. Koeman turn to the corner, down to the left block. Goes up to the top. Here's Peterson for 3. That's no good. Offensive rebound by Jackson. Knocked free. Bobcats recover. They've got the takeaway. 30 seconds left. MSU into the front court. Jeremiah Davis draws the foul and will go to the line. All right.
Feel a little better now?
Yeah.
Couple key stops here in the last minute and a half for Montana State. That combined with some made free throws gives you that little bit of breathing room. 3-possession lead, make it a 4-possession lead here with a made free throw, and you can write this one in the books.
And just commanding the clock down the stretch too. You know, don't take those those quick shots when you've got that bigger lead. Get into your offensive set. Davis knocks down the front end of the 1-and-1 and hit your free throws down the stretch.
Yeah, and you can't simulate, no matter what you do in practice, you can't simulate 30 seconds on the clock, game got a little bit tight, making free throws. Those are great things to take with you going into future games.
3 true freshmen on the floor right now for NAU, as the free throw is good. Shot clock off. Montana State up by 11. 25 seconds to go in the game. Crossover, Peterson into the lane, jacks it up. Jackson makes the catch. He puts it back. Timeout called by NAU. 17.4 seconds to go. Montana State leading 75-66. Getting ready to finish it off. We're going to take a break. 17 seconds left. Bobcats up 75-66. Your list of Bobcat basketball presented by Learfield.
Ready to upgrade your space? Choose the local experts at Futura Cabinetry Inc. With over 50 years of experience, no job is too small. From cabinets and counters to closets and full installations, we deliver exceptional craftsmanship at the best pricing in town. Come meet your neighbors at Bozeman's Best Cabinet Shop, Futura Cabinetry Inc. Quality, value, and experience you can trust.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing, a sub above.
There is a local ranch just outside of Boise, Idaho, that has masterfully bred Japanese Wagyu cattle with American Angus cattle. Now this American-style Wagyu beef is available to you and your family, Rosars presents Snake River American-style Wagyu beef. Snake River Farms beef is famously found in many exclusive 5-star steak restaurants. Snake River Farms, available at your local neighborhood Rosars.
Bobcats inbounding the basketball with 17 seconds left in the game, up 75-66. We got a whistle and a foul.
Yeah, looks like a hold, dead ball hold.
So the Bobcats going to the line and putting this thing away. Jed Miller, the star of the show this weekend, 22 points, 5 of 10 from the three-point line, 5 rebounds. Free throw is good by Brown. Jeremiah Davis and Coach Logie sharing a moment. Davis responding well, daps up his head coach, says, I got you. Do exactly what you want. Brown knocks down the free throw. All right, a little nip and tuck there toward the end, but in the end, the Bobcats up 77-66 with 17 seconds to go. It's what you want.
Yeah, got a chance at 2 double-digit wins. That is worth everything come league play. It's hard to get.
Kumin on the drive, lays it up. That's good, going coast to coast quickly. 9-point lead for Montana State. And a timeout called, 11 seconds left. Got those true freshmen on the floor for NAU, so Coach Burkar coaching them up, trying to build some of that depth. You know, one thing in this age when you're trying to figure things out, trying to keep guys here. You know, Carson Tout transferred to Notre Dame. He's playing there, playing a lot of minutes right now for the Fighting Irish in the ACC. One thing you do have the advantage out here is, hey, if you're a true freshman, I can get you some playing time right away.
Yeah, I can get you playing time, and then despite the fact this game's out of reach, I'm still going to use these teaching opportunities to build into these freshmen because we need them to play well in February, and both coaches are going to coach them up regardless of what the score is until that scoreboard reads 0-0-0.
Cats will see the Lumberjacks at the end of the regular season in March next.
Game 2, game 18. That's a long spread. Going to be very different teams. Both teams will be very different come March 2nd.
King inbounds it to Miller. 10 seconds to go. Miller takes it across the timeline. And fitting that it'll be Miller watching the clock wind down. Bobcats go 2-0 to start the Big Sky season. A couple of double-digit wins. Montana State today earns the victory. All right, we'll take a break. Montana State, not quite a double-digit win here, but 77-68 over NAU. The Bobcats improved to 2-0 in Big Sky play. 8-7 overall. They're back over 500. NAU to 6-9 and 0-2 in conference action. We'll take a break. Plenty to get to. Bobcats win it 77-68 against the NAU Lumberjacks. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball presented by Learfield.
Debilitating joint pain can keep you from doing the things you love most. At Bozeman Health Spine and Joint Institute, we take a holistic approach to your orthopedic surgery, combining state-of-the-art orthopedic capabilities with whole health optimization. We'll work with you to identify and address any medical issues prior to your surgery. Our optimized health approach ensures your surgery is just the beginning of a new, pain-free life. Explore more at bozemanhealth.org/SJI.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land-grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
Northern States Fishing Tools, a proud sponsor of the Montana State Bobcats, has been serving the eastern Montana and western North Dakota oil fields since 1978. We are here to provide you with the best tools and services, all at competitive prices. Northern States Fishing Tools services the Williston Basin with fishing and rental tools, along with downhole tools that include packers, plugs, and through tubing equipment. We have the expert knowledge to give you satisfying results based on your specific needs. Go Bobcats!
Great houses start with a sound foundation. That foundation starts with a mortgage with Sarah Kelzer and team at Rate. She is Bozeman's trusted mortgage specialist with 20 years experience that knows the neighborhood. We have great rates and personalized home lending solutions, and our decisions are made quickly so you can move into your dream home sooner. Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Call Sarah at 406-580-6604 or apply online. Equal housing lender subject to credit approval. NMLS number 400361.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up, pump it up.
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road, pump it up, oh yeah.
Universal Athletic has been a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 50 years. Check out their great selection of Bobcat apparel and accessories for all your game day needs. Shop in store at their North 7th Avenue location or online at shop.msubobcats.com for everything you need to cheer on your Bobcats. Universal Athletic, a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 50 years. Go Cats!
Bobcat Basketball has been brought to you by Door Tech, raising the door on quality, Montana State University, Mountains and Mines, and by Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Live from the First Interstate Bank broadcast booth, this is Bobcat Postgame.
Keaton Gillogly back with Brian Priebe following a 77-68 win for Montana State over Northern Arizona. We can start turning our attention to the national championship game now, but you can feel good going into that. Heck of a weekend for the Bobcats, Brian. You know, so much pressure when you open up at home. You got to take care of business, and the Bobcats certainly did and looked strong. And these were two performances that are repeatable for the Bobcats.
Yeah, and I think the thing we were concerned most about coming in from the non-conference schedule was the Bobcat offense. Was it going to be consistent enough to win in conference? And really the three-point line's the difference. They made 10 threes against Northern Colorado, make 12 threes tonight. And if you get yourself in a position where you're going to average 11 threes a game, you're going to win a lot of ball games.
Yeah, Miller, 22 points. King, 18 points. McMahon had 11 points. He was 3 of 7, but efficient in his time on the floor. 9 points from Seth Almenard, plus 4 rebounds and 3 assists. That was a nice kind of balanced performance from Almenard today.
Yeah, and just generally when you look at this ball club, I mean, Jed Miller's the only guy that's over 30 minutes on the game tonight, and that's big to be able to spread those minutes out. You got these hellacious Big Sky road trips coming up where, getting guys some minutes is good, but also spreading those out is big.
All right, we're going to take a break. Plenty to get to. We'll talk with head coach Matt Logie in just a bit. Bobcats win at 77-68 against NAU. Men and women go a combined 4-0 in the opening weekend of Big Sky play. Your list of Bobcat basketball presented by Learfield.
Welcome to the bundle event. Entering now our undisputed tag team champions, the mid-size SUV and the mid-century modern. Together with a State Farm agent, this auto and home duo are a powerful force of savings, service, and customizable coverage. Now, let's get ready to bundle.
Contact Bozeman State Farm agent Dan Rust today.
Availability and amount of discounts and savings vary by state.
It's the season of home improvement, and Williams Plumbing will help you tackle the big stuff. Are old roots clogging your sewer line? Williams has the tools to fix it. Have you checked your septic system lately? We have the knowledge and experience to maintain or repair it. Looking to install a yard hydrant? We'll do it promptly and professionally. Don't sweat the big stuff. Call Williams Plumbing today.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins Lumber believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins Lumber, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
Qdoba Bozeman is a proud partner of the Montana State Bobcats. Make your winning play at Qdoba. Show your spirit with your own salad, quesadilla, bowl, burrito, or nachos, and all your favorite toppings. Score big and add free guac and queso to your entree anytime, any day. Hungry yet? Stop by Qdoba at 855 South 29th Avenue right after the game for the ultimate flavor MVP.
Bobcats go 2-0. Just what you want as Bobcats win it 77-68 over NAU. We've got Cat Chat coming up on Tuesday, so we'll be over at the Ribbon Chop House at 6:30 p.m. for that one. So that'll be exciting to talk to both coaches. Always nice to get to talk about 4 wins on the hardwood, and hopefully we'll have a football win to talk about. You know the coaches and the players are going to be watching that game too. That's going to be a whole community game, and it's always interesting too to hear from the coaches about that kind of coaching fraternity within the university. You know, there's only so many people in the world as a head coach who understand what you're going through.
There's no doubt about that, and you root for each other like everything, because everybody's success helps your success. You know, football winning helps basketball recruit. Basketball winning, when football recruits are here, you know, transfer portal guy, Coach Vegan is going to have a truckload of recruits here for Cat Grizz 2 weeks from tonight, and they're going to be entertained.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. Rising tide raises all ships. And, well, the Bobcats on both the men's and women's side have done what they needed to do to raise the tide over this first weekend. A 77-68 win for Montana State. All right, we'll take another break. We'll talk with head coach Matt Logie here in just a bit, and we'll get you some highlights from the Bobcats' victory as MSU goes back over 500. They're 8-7 despite that monster non-conference schedule. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball, presented by Learfield.
See every play, every big win, every Cats moment with the clarity you deserve. At Vance Thompson Vision, our team specializes in LASIK and cataract surgery to help restore and improve your vision. Because when it comes to cheering for the Bobcats, you don't want to miss a thing. Vance Thompson Vision is proud to be the official LASIK and cataract provider of Montana State Bobcat Athletics. Learn more and book your consultation today at VanceThompsonVision.com.
Looking for the perfect place to fuel up before the game or celebrate a Bobcat win? Come on down to Ribbon Chop House. We have locations in Bozeman, Billings, Butte, Great Falls, and Livingston, where premium steaks, fresh seafood, and award-winning baby back ribs meet unmatched hospitality. Starting January 6th, join us on Tuesday nights at 6:30 in Bozeman for great food and fanfare with the Cat Chat Coaches Show. Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching with friends, do it with flavor. Ribbon Chop House, proud partner of Montana State. Go Cats!
Great houses start with a sound foundation. That foundation starts with a mortgage with Sarah Kelzer and team at Rate. She is Bozeman's trusted mortgage specialist with 20 years experience that knows the neighborhood. We have great rates and personalized home lending solutions, and our decisions are made quickly so you can move into your dream home sooner. Rate, the foundation of great homes throughout Montana. Call Sarah at 406-580-6604 or apply online. Equal housing lender subject to credit approval. NMLS number 400361.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation.
Groundworks, official foundation repair company of Montana State Athletics. Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Here's to home. Here's to Northwest Crossing, where kids can be kids, and adults can also be kids, and new neighbors feel like old friends. Welcome to Bozeman, Montana's newest master planned community. Life here comes with nearby, top-rated Bozeman schools, on-site eateries and retail, office space, parks, trails, and so much more, including new homes from the 500s to 800s, exclusively built by Williams Homes. Learn more at nwxbzn.com. nwxbzn.com.
The fact that we've been in Montana for over 80 years shows our value and that we are here to stay. I'm Lisa Kelly, president of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana. We strive to be there for our members through all of life's journeys, from having a baby to starting a business to even in later ages when looking for Medicare options. We're there at every moment to support our members in sickness and in health. We're there no matter what. It's beautiful.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company.
Bobcats win it today, 77-68 over Northern Arizona. A 2-0 weekend for the men. 4-0 weekend for Bobcat basketball on both sides. Keaton Gillogly alongside Brian Priebe. And now head coach Matt Logie. Coach, congratulations on the win. Congratulations on getting out of those first two games. Overall, just how you feeling about your club now that we've got some results after a couple of Big Sky games?
Well, really proud of them. This is a team that has gone through its share of adversity, a lot more than people even realize, and to be riding a 4-game win streak right now and be 2-0 in conference play is a great feeling. These guys have earned every part of that with their toughness and their togetherness.
Let's talk a little bit about a couple individuals. Jed Miller, 24 on Thursday, 22 tonight, and clearly the leader and calming influence for this ball club.
He's been the head of the Snakes since the first day the season ended last year. He came into our office and said, "I'm coming back. What do you need from me?" And I said, "Well, you're our team captain. We're going to build this thing around you. You're going to help us vet these new teammates and get this culture continued to build the way we want it to." And he's executed it at an extremely high level, along with Pat McMahon.
And another guy is a newcomer, Christian King, has been kind of in and out of the lineup with some injuries here with that ankle over the course of non-conference. 2 great games, 14 the other night, 18 tonight.
Yeah, he's showing what he's capable of. Christian's a guy we've known for a long time out of the Seattle area. He's starting to get a little healthier, and the results are coming with that. But, you're seeing every bit the player that we thought we were recruiting.
No doubt. Well, Coach, congratulations. Always fun to watch, and we'll talk more on Tuesday night for Cat Chat at 6:30. Appreciate it.
Go Cats in Nashville. Go Cats in Nashville.
Yeah, where are you watching the game?
At home.
All right,
Yep.
That's the way we like it.
Yep.
All right, that's coming up on Monday, 5:30 p.m., the Montana time at kickoff. All right, let's pause 10 seconds for our network station identification. This is Montana State Basketball.